You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Kind of had an epiphany last night, sitting there watching the Brewers-Braves game. And by the way, before we get into baseball, Hamby, did you enjoy the Quinn Priester experience last night?
Actually, the first game in a long time that I haven't watched a single
Good for
pitch
you.
of.
Hey, probably for the best, right? So I'm watching the game like, man, you know, the Brewers hype is real. I got to get me a Brew Crew jersey, right? And by the way, the Brew Crew jersey, it's like the City Connect. So go online, man, take care of it and everything, you know. And oh, what a surprise. It's on sale. And by the way, I get an NFLPA discount with this website. So go ahead and add that little discount to the thing as well. And boom.
Lifetime discount.
Life is good. As I'm checking out, couldn't help but notice, you know, like there was the price. Check out, put the credit card information in, and then there's a $16 charge. And I'm like, okay, am I donating to a Boys and Girls Club? Am I donating? What is the $16 charge? And it's a convenience fee.
Seems inconvenient.
What the hell is a convenience fee? Because here's the thing. I could take my, by the way, Fanatics, I'll just come on and say it. It was Fanatics. I could take my ass to Fanatics in Jacksonville and be like, hey, I'll make it convenient for you. Here's my credit card. Just run it, and I don't have to pay the fee. So what is the convenience fee that we're talking about? Because by my understanding, oh, don't worry, I Googled it, obviously, because went down this rabbit hole. All of a sudden, the Brewers weren't even a thing anymore. Now it's like, why are convenience fees a thing? So it's the convenience fee of, you know, getting able to use my credit card or, you know, PayPal, whatever, and that's like the convenience of being able to do that.
Yeah.
So could I just haul my ass to the company and be like, I don't want to do that. Here's, you know, whatever cash, cold hard cash, take it, and there's zero convenience fee?
I think so.
You actually do that. Okay. Good to know.
I don't think so, Brent.
Yeah, I think like it's
so
just
you
a way
have
of
to pay the convenience fee.
Of course. But then how can you call it a convenience fee if I can't go to the store and just be like, here's the jersey? Cash? So after like, you know, the discounts, it was
after the discounts?
Yeah, it was 89 or something. It was like 80 something bucks. But then
seems like a lot. So that's like a 20.
This is with a discount, by the way.
Yeah.
It's
like a 20% convenient fee.
And then they added like $16 to it.
What I'm thinking,
rinsed.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is,
what do you want me to do?
Is that at first I thought it was like a lot of places now charge you for the credit card.
Sure.
Right? Whatever they're going to get from American Express or Discover or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't believe that anyway. But
no.
What's that?
I don't believe that anyway.
Well,
they're going to get.
Well, it does cost them.
I understand.
Like American Express was always like the most expensive one. So like on every transaction, it costs.
So
I got rocked at Costco yesterday trying to use my American Express from Costco, and they don't take it anymore.
Yeah, they don't take it because it was the highest one. Yeah, it was like the highest one for the outfitter. So, but I don't know why the convenience fee is that high. That seems like pretty high. I can't remember paying something that high. Maybe I just didn't look.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure it's happened to me before. I just never noticed it. But like, what a scam that is. Because like grocery stores don't have that, do they?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, we're seeing all sorts of fees now, whether it's tips included or whatever fee at restaurants or all these things.
They call it something different.
But I never $16 convenience fee seems insane.
I think a convenience fee in general is insane.
Did you have shipping? Or did they do that for free?
No, that was just that was
included.
No, I had to pay for that as well.
Like, you did.
The shipping,
with a $16 convenience fee, I hope shipping comes in it.
The shipping was separate from the convenience fee.
Really?
Correct.
That seems
egregious. Well, once again, went down a rabbit hole last night, and apparently, like, convenience fees are definitely a thing, and usually it's like 15 to 20%. It can be.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't work in retail, so
again, a convenience fee supposedly is because it's the convenience of being able to use your credit card, and like there's fees. I guess the company has to pay.
Well, I get it like that, but that's on the dollar. That's not on like $15.
But also, don't call it a convenience. See what pisses.
I get what they're trying to do instead of calling it a credit card fee.
I still got to deal on the jersey. That's fine. But when you call it a convenience fee, like that's where I lose my mind.
I figured
because it's not convenient.
Yeah, it's not convenient for anybody. Convenient for you. If they had rolled into Like if you could click on that thing, right, in the small print and be like, convenient fee is a credit card thing, the shipping costs, and whatever other charge there is, then I'd be like, okay, I guess I get it. But it's not. It's like different, like you said. That's crazy. Mr. Hugo, most gas stations 10 cents cheaper per gallon if you pay with cash. That has become a thing. Like it's really been a thing now for a while.
Yeah.
But
hey, I mean,
that's just to usurp tax.
Yeah.
Income.
Yeah.
Which I love how gas stations do that. By the way, it's like, hey, Uncle Sam, we're trying not to. Like, why else would you do that, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the other point?
Yeah.
Other than not to have that transaction fee on a credit card?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's just like either change the phrasing of it or just add it to the original price and don't tell me.
Here's the worst part.
Hit me with it, Hamby.
It's not in the original. I'm guessing. So this is what I'm just did.
Yeah, it's not that one, but yeah.
Yeah, you got to check out and put all your information in first.
Yep. And then it does it.
Then it would put it in.
Of course.
Correct.
That's the other way they get you too. They make it look sexy right here.
Yeah. Hamby, to try it, man. See what the convenience fee is.
Well, I don't really want to put my credit card information for a Jackson Furrier.
Oh, that's he's on the 10-day, I think.
Eligible for express delivery.
Shout out to Fanatics getting a bunch of.
I watched a little bit of that Brewers game yesterday.
Yeah, it was the Quinn Priester experience. But what'd you think? Pitching.
Yeah, well, yeah. Really, that game was.
It was an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, they hit a 3-run homer, and that was about it, right?
I love it. Keep it going.
And then I was watching the Reds. They got a good win for you over the Cubs. Helped you out.
They did. Did you see the game though?
I did.
Oh wow!
How does
in true Cubs fashion? And listen, man, I've been saying all year the Reds now are a team to watch. I've been on that Reds bandwagon now. I've been saying, I mean, they're a tough team. Ellie De La Cruz and everything, well built, well managed. I'm not mad at them for beating the Cubs.
How did you see it? Oh, you didn't. So you saw Dansby. I was actually going to come in here today. I was gonna be like, and I didn't tweet this last night, and I almost did. And I'm like, well, nobody's watching this game.
Yeah,
I was like,
I was.
Dansby Swanson missed first base.
Huh?
Like on a ground ball to third. Nice play by the new kid, Charlie Hayes' son, actually. Makes a nice play. Dansby Swanson beats it out by a step.
Oh, had it all day.
Oh, yeah, a step.
He just totally missed the bag?
He hit. There's a solid inch between his toe and the first base bag. Oh, God. And then the only question was, did it scrape across the top of the bag? And it didn't, or at least in time. I don't know how you miss first base. I really never have understood how you miss bases in general. They're not small, all right? But how do you miss first base? You've been running to first base all your life. You used to do drills on running to first base.
Yeah, you just look
How
at it.
do you miss first base?
How much is he getting paid?
I think he's around $22 million a year or something.
$22 million a year?
That's a guess.
You getting paid that much money, my man, you got to hit the bag, If this was the Olympics, you're doing the long jump, you're getting the, what is it? I think it's the red play. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, that's going to be a fault. Yeah, man. And then that was to tie the game. That was
that tied the game.
8th or 7th.
Whatever it was. The 8th. They had
8th inning.
The game was tied.
Game was tied. Nah. They go check the replay. He's out.
It was a great challenge by the Reds staff.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Kiss.
Because they showed the first one, and you're like, what the hell did they just challenge us for?
Yeah.
He beat the ball by a step. And then they show another angle. It's like, oh, okay.
So I'm not sure if you've been following the Cubs and their drama, but they lose a game like that. They lose a game because PCA can't make a routine fly ball in the outfield for a game. I love it, Brent.
Well, even earlier, that Happ screwed up a ball down left field line as well. So, yeah, they're not playing clean ball. No. Doesn't seem like a lot of people are.
No.
I mean, how do you miss first base? You're in the big leagues. Man. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I thought he was on the Yankees.
If you watch a lot of big league baseball, you will just see, and I've been saying this for years, and people have been saying it for years, they just don't fundamentally play the game well. Mm-hmm. We have gone to a place where all you have to do is be bigger and stronger and faster and everything else, but you don't know how to play. And I mean, this time Dansby Swanson, 500 different New York Yankees examples. Mm-hmm. It's been going on for years. People will say base running in Major League Baseball is awful. And that's because they don't care about it at any other level now. So you don't get taught the game. I mean, that's the price they're paying. And the good teams and the big games, it comes and bites you. Yeah. That's a big loss for Chicago. You big Reds fans now. I love it.
Well, I mean, for 3 games, and then it's back to, they are who we
I can't believe how dialed in you are on the baseball. Like, you're watching the Brewers every night.
What else was supposed to do, man?
I don't know. Like wrestling on or something.
I was watching wrestling, too. Brent, come on, man. Multi-screen. Come on,
I know. You are a multi-screener.
I am. But no, I've really, because obviously this is a historic Brewers run, so I'm invested. But also, the Cubs are right there as well. And you know how I feel about the Cubs. So I've been keeping close eye on the Cubs. And it's been an absolute pleasure this summer. Just when the Cubs screw up like they do, and they always do, going to that Cubs Twitter, man, and just seeing the reactions. Because, say what you want about the Brewers, and their fans are kind of whatever. The Cubs fans are, it's one of the most passionate, fan bases in all of sports. So if you miss a base, instead of just basking in it, first thing I do, I have to go to Twitter. I have to see the reactions. What are they saying about him?
I saw Andrew Vaughn hit a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, Brent, he's pretty good. Yeah. Future MVP, Andrew Vaughn.
MVP. You know what's so funny about it? It's like, Vaughn, you've been talking about him, right? So I don't really know who the hell Andrew Vaughn is. I hardly watch any of it. So it's totally not what I expected him to be. Oh, in terms of how he looks and everything else.
Yeah.
And then the numbers, they're all he's been on fire, right? And I know he's been on fire for the Brewers.
For the Brewers, yes.
And he's hitting 240, 11 home runs.
but that's all for those 11 home runs are for the Brewers. I mean, because he wasn't doing anything in Chicago.
And meanwhile, the Reds announcers, this drives my father-in-law crazy, but they're always so complimentary of the other team. And so they were raving about Vaughn's. I'm watching the Reds.
Oh, really? And they're talking
about Vaughn's swing and how he times it up, and they're comparing it to a Josh Donaldson swing and everything else. It's just funny. It's just who is this guy? I mean, all of a sudden everybody's raving over a dude hitting 240.
It's a slow game, Brent. It's a slow game. You got to fill some time.
It's so fun. One more little rabbit hole to go down. So I've been catching if it's. I like these 8-episode, 6-episode shows. Mm-hmm. So I've seen a bunch of. I think I probably told you. I saw now I can't remember any of the names of them. Screw it. I saw some shows. Okay, on Netflix, whatever. Untamed. That was the one.
Untamed.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it, but
it's
I've seen
6 episodes. It's really quick. But that's my speed right now. Right, I got to get it done. I can't.
What could we get a little synopsis? What I don't even know what that would be about. Is it
it is kind of
the wild.
Weird, it's
animals?
set in the mountains.
Okay,
and there's a murder mystery, basically. One of those things. But
got you.
I like those shows, and so it was fine. It was fast. It was quick. It wasn't great. I didn't really like how it ended, to be honest with you. Probably because it was 6 episodes.
Sure.
So anyway, I'm out of some shows right now, and yesterday we watched some documentary, or 2 days ago some documentary, and. So I come across on Twitter last night I have no idea how this stuff pops up, but somebody mentions 1995 or 6 when Pepsi did an ad campaign and they said they were going to give away a military jet if you got the Pepsi points. Do you remember Pepsi points?
Of course.
I didn't remember Pepsi points.
Oh, no, I definitely remember Pepsi points.
I didn't remember Pepsi points.
And I forgot, there was a baseline prize that you could get. And I remember some kids from my school had, that baseline prize.
Like a shirt or something.
Something
right?
like that, or backpack.
And that was what? So basically you drank Pepsi.
Sure.
I mean, there was a battle, right? It was a battle in the 90s with Coke and Pepsi. Mm-hmm. And you drank a Pepsi, and you got you rip up the points, and you get 5 points, and you add it up, you end up sending it in. I mean, they did a lot of those kind of things. It was like when you ordered the Sports Illustrated, you got a free hat, something like that. And so apparently, the commercial spot is Pepsi saying, hey, if you have 15 points or 100 points, and if you get 7 million points, or 700,000 points, I think, maybe 7 million. 7 million points, you win a jet. So it's like this joke that they win a military jet, which is $30 million. And obviously, so Pepsi, they never put a disclaimer on it.
Shut up.
No.
And the guy, so I'm reading this on Twitter. They bring the story up 30 years later about the guy. So this 20-year-old kid in Seattle starts making this whole plan to go win the jet. He thinks it's real. And so he figures out that if he can get he can then buy Pepsi points. So the long story short is he writes a check. He gets investors, gets a check for $700,000 to buy enough points, and sends it to Pepsi, and they send it back to him. And like, dude, it was a joke on the military thing.
Yeah.
Well, it becomes this huge lawsuit, and like a three-year lawsuit. And so Hamby's Burner's really telling, well, they say in it, it became a Netflix documentary in 2022. So then I started watching it last night. So that's how I'm onto things right now. That was the long story to tell you. Now I'm watching the Pepsi Coke documentary. It's got like Cindy Crawford in it because she was on the ad campaign then. And this dude who's it's fascinating so far. Yeah. But he took nobody could believe that Pepsi didn't put a disclaimer on it. So they ran the spot without doing a disclaimer, all because they're like, hey, it's a joke. And I mean, I think it went to litigation for like 3 years, but apparently, like, he didn't get much out of it. I haven't seen the end, but the tweet said he ends up losing, I think. But it changes the way like advertising is done.
Hell yeah.
And it becomes like this big, like if you study law, you know about this case, basically.
So I'm looking it up. So here's the genius part of that. 7 million points would have equaled $700,000 to get the 700,000
because you can buy it 10 cents a point at the time.
So it would have been $700,000. And the Harrier jet that they advertised in the commercial was worth $33 million.
$30 million.
Yeah. That's wild, man.
Yeah, you should see. So I'm only one episode in. I think
sorry. I didn't mean the spoilers then.
No, I already read the tweet. I know what happens. But it's just interesting how they do the documentary because this part the guy didn't put in the tweet, or at least the story.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't start there. He had put this whole plan together to buy like 16 million cans of Pepsi.
Yeah.
And it was going to cost $4 million to do it. But he gets some guy to actually like buy in with him. I mean, this dude's 20 years old. He doesn't have the money. But this guy's like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's where I'm kind of at. But it's
I'm not mad at that.
That's what I'm at right now. I'm either watching the Brewers and the Reds.
Let's go.
Or I'm watching a Pepsi documentary from the.
Let's go.
It just came out like 30 years later. I had never heard that story. They said it was a huge deal. I had never heard. I mean, that was right. I was in college at the time, so maybe you do miss some stuff. But I had never heard that story. And I was a big Coke guy.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
That's gonna be a phrase.
I knew that was
that's gonna be a button. No, like
I
celebrate that of like finding that loophole and like try because there's some people out there that are just trying to make a quick buck, right? Like, oh, my coffee's too hot, suing. Like those people I can't stand. But like, I'm not mad at this guy.
That's committed to the bit right there.
I admire the ingenuity to just be like, hey, I'm gonna try to do something here.
And that's what the guy that teamed up with him, like you see it in the documentary, he's like one of those guys. He just had money too.
Okay.
So he could help. But fascinating. I mean, this dude though seriously went like months and put together a plan on it.
That's cool.
And the tweet that I saw, and I haven't got to this part of it, he's a park ranger in Alaska now.
So you said that he didn't get anything, though.
I don't think he got anything. I think he probably cost him money,
legal fees,
legal wise.
Yeah,
but maybe like the documentary they paid him. Like maybe he.
I don't know.
Broke even, but
the documentary is actually pretty interesting. The way they shoot it and do it too. Like some I like, some I don't. But it's interesting how they put it together to kind of get back to the '90s. But I was like, wow, they even got Cindy Crawford to come on this thing.
Yeah.
And they have all these execs, like these old execs from Pepsi. Mm-hmm. Like that were in part of it because they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
So they were. That's probably why it took so long to come out.
Okay.
But for a fact, I just had never heard that until I crazy enough saw a tweet, and then Hamby's Burner's right. There's a documentary, so I went and looked it up and started watching it.
I'm surprised that's not a bigger. I've never heard it either. I can't believe that's not like everywhere.
Yeah. How did I miss that?
Because I mean, I remember growing up with Pepsi points. And I do remember like the commercial and everything, and like it was like a quick step of like you can get a Harrier jet, and then like boom, that was it.
Yeah.
But it was like, man. And no one ever thought of actually like, okay, I better get my 700,000. No, but
nobody was ever going to do it, right?
Wow.
And
props to that
somebody did it.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
When I was a kid, I used to have to take the bottle, the codes, and put them into the Coke points. Just to get them. That was one of my weekly chores.
Now, listen, this would be interesting. I have no idea, but that's probably where Coke got that idea.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Right. So they spun off. I did not realize, like, I've never been a Pepsi guy. Although you can be Pepsi. I'm not trying to hammer Pepsi. I'm just saying, like, I'm more of a now Diet Coke, but I used to drink a ton of Coca-Cola when I was a kid, right there.
Cheers.
And I collected like some Coca-Cola stuff, really, like at the time.
Okay.
I just liked it. I don't know why. I have no idea why I got into it, but I actually like was collecting not a lot of crazy stuff, but I was always enamored with the Coca-Cola truck, whatever else, and. I never realized until I saw this first part of the documentary just how many stars they had on the Pepsi commercials. So, like, at the time, like, Coke is doing the polar bear stuff. That's where it starts.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like, this is cute. Well, meanwhile, Pepsi is spending all their money on Shaq, Deion Sanders,
it's the choice
Michael
of new generation,
Jackson,
Brent. Choice
Cindy
of new
Crawford.
generation.
But I didn't realize how many until they showed the spots yesterday when I saw this, how many people they had. I mean, they were spending a ton of money. And what's wild to me is, like, I still don't know a lot of people that are in, like, love with Pepsi. Like, I really don't. Now, they said this ended up hurting them, this whole deal.
Sure.
But I don't know, like, people that, like, just go to the wall for Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't have any Pepsi drinking friends.
Like, people that I'm around, like, you go to a restaurant, you're like, hey, I want a Diet Coke. They're like, well, we only have Pepsi. You're like, ugh.
Yeah, the big,
That's me.
Yeah, my wife's like that. I'm kind of like that. But even people I know, like, when we go, not nervous. Now, some people will be like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, like, and they did, like, during this whole documentary, doing a taste test. Mm-hmm. So, like, they have, like, a Pepsi exec who's like, who says, I prefer the Coke. Like, he pulls it out and it's the Coke.
Yeah. Well, then, since you're a big Coca-Cola guy, have you tried is it the real sugar now? Has that taken over?
Here's the other thing. I will tell you this. I have never had anything but Coke and Diet Coke.
Okay.
I've never tried Coke Zero.
Okay.
Like, Stuart, I think, loves the Coke Zero.
But no, I'm saying, like, now, like, the real Coke is going to get, instead of, like, the artificial sugar,
because
they're
of that.
getting
Yeah. Honestly, I don't drink Coke. I haven't drank Coke in 25 years.
Gotcha.
Gives me a headache now.
Yeah.
But I'll go Diet.
But Diet Coke's getting that too, right?
Will Diet Coke be the same? Well, Diet Coke doesn't have sugar in it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Technically.
I don't know.
Like, whatever. It's got something else that's supposed to kill you.
Was it aspartame or something?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's why I drink. That's
sugar, aspartame.
That's why I drink a lot of coffee. I literally, I made a life decision about however many years ago because I was going to Dailies and Circle K and drinking 2 44-ounce Diet Cokes a day. Mm. And then I was also having a couple coffees a day, and I'm like, everybody keeps telling me that I'm going to die because of Diet Coke or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
They don't say that about coffee.
Yeah.
I said, I'm just going to pick one or the other. And that's why I drink a lot of coffee now. I don't drink soda anymore.
Sure.
I mean, I will have one, but I don't go. Like, I literally would go get 2 huge Diet Cokes at least a day.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a dumb question, but I haven't had a soda, like a full can of soda since, like, high school.
Wow.
So, Diet Coke, caffeine or not? Is there caffeine in Diet Coke? There is caffeine in Diet Coke. And Coke Zero too? Same thing? Or
I think so, yeah, right?
Okay. So you're still getting your caffeine fix when you drink a Diet Coke. That's kind of the appeal.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
I still don't know if I've never consciously even drinking coffee. Like, I need caffeine. Mm-hmm. I never say that. Mm-hmm. I think my vice is just like having something in my hand.
Yeah.
Like I'm bored or something. It's like my James Gladstone football.
Sure, I got you.
You know, it's in the Diet Coke, if you drank 44 ounce, it would hang with you for an hour or whatever, right?
It's going to be with you for a bit.
I honestly think, I don't know if I really like either one. Mm-hmm. That much.
No, I got you.
That's what I might go through. And I can drink water, but I can only drink so much water.
Oh, no, I got you. No, I feel like everyone's got some kind of vice.
But that's
like,
my vice. Like
vapes are like that now. I feel like with like the younger kids, like they got to have like they got to be puffing and puffing on something.
Yeah. So it's interesting. All right. Well, there we go.
Good start.
Welcome to the Brent and Austen Show.
Good start.
Hey, what the hell? The Jags are practicing. What else you want to know?
Mr. Hugo, Dr. Pepper has overtaken Pepsi for the number 2 spot. I'm going to be honest. I can't stand it. Yeah, I've had sips of Dr. Pepper. I can't stand Dr. Pepper.
I'm a big Dr. Pepper, but I'll tell you what I do like. It's the best other diet. Okay. Like outside of Diet Coke, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anything else that does a diet. Pepsi. I don't know. Do they have like a Diet Mountain Dew? Do they have it? Whatever.
Probably.
Diet Dr. Pepper to me is the next best.
Because it tastes like real Dr. Pepper. From the commercials. No, that's what they say. That's why you like it, yeah?
I guess it just tastes fine to me. Like it doesn't.
I can't even describe like what Dr. Pepper tastes. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there with that whole thing.
But people I feel like Dr. Pepper is one of those where like you're all in or all out.
Yeah.
Like the people that are all in on Dr. Pepper, like they'll go get it.
Of course. They're
everywhere.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I had a teacher in high school that was exactly like that.
That's what I feel like too. It's like a cult following almost, right?
It's too much going on with it. Like I don't.
But here's another one. This is fascinating now that we're into the soda thing.
talk.
Well, but Dr. Pepper obviously spends a ton of money during like college football season, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's their whole.
They spend a ton of money.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I know that many people that drink Dr. Pepper. Again, I'm just one person.
I know a lot more of them than the ones that drink Pepsi.
Yeah, that's probably equal for me. I don't know that. But seriously, do you run in a lot of people that like, hey, what are you drinking? Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you think it would be way more, I don't know, like in your face, more mainstream, more. There's a lot of places you go they don't have Dr. Pepper.
This sounds like a game for
Pibb.
Casey here for some Jacksonville feud.
It does
top sodas in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because if I have heard right, the difference between Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb is not that big.
Are they still making Mr. Pibb?
Yeah, I think they
that's
still
the
do
Pepsi.
That.
Oh, I don't know if that was like a black
that's the
market
Pepsi
thing.
one.
That might
Mr.
be the
Pibb.
Coke version.
Whatever it is, yeah. I don't know. They still made Mr. Pibb.
Yeah.
Because I remember like back in the day, like Hardee's had Mr. Pibb, and like we had no idea what that even was about, and then we tried it, and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I don't know if
it tastes the exact same.
So what is Dr. Pepper in the? Do you know if it's in the? Is it in the Pepsi family? I think it is. I think it's a Pepsi family one.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny that we know that? You know why? Because you go to like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever one has it, and you see them all lined up.
Sure.
And so now you know, like, oh, they've got the Coke, Diet Coke.
You know what they really? I mean,
Sprite, right?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this could be $1 million idea here, so maybe I shouldn't say this on the stream. But you know how like whether it's shoes or like certain merchandise now they have like exclusive drops, right? Where it's like 1 of 1 or like 1 of like 100, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we see this with sneakers all the time. They should make a Coca-Cola that's like from McDonald's, but it's like bottled or canned, because everyone says like,
it's the best.
Everyone says like the Coke from McDonald's is like the best.
It is the best.
So release like a limited run.
Chipotle's is crazy too.
But is it McDonald's up there or not?
No,
Okay.
McDonald's is
McDonald's
the best.
is
For whatever reason, I don't know. Like once again, I'm not a soda guy.
Yeah.
But I've had some people tell me, like, dude, the Coke from McDonald's,
They're right.
it hits different.
They're
Okay.
100% right.
So they should make like a limited run of like bottled Coca-Cola from
I don't think they can
McDonald's.
Be a good idea. You know, here's the other thing for me, and I could go all day on this, but, and I know it's not great for the environment, everything. McDonald's has got away with it from this, but Diet Coke or Coke, but Diet Coke for me in a styrofoam cup, 10 times better
100%.
than any other cup.
Yeah,
Yep.
anything in a styrofoam cup is better.
And so much better.
I had my first beer in a styrofoam cup with my grandpa.
Wow, that's good.
Mwah.
That's good.
Fantastic.
But of course, that's not good. We can't. And so McDonald's gets away from the styrofoam cup.
Right.
So now I don't even get like that because the other thing sweats so damn much.
Yep.
Right? Like those are the worst.
The plastic.
The worst thing is the plastic sweat. Like especially
Yeah,
down
I know.
here.
That's
it's
true.
Like, you know, we got water everywhere.
Bring back the styrofoam cups. Trump, you listening?
That's why
I don't think that's a Trump one.
Oh, no? What?
That's probably that's more the environment.
Yeah,
global
we're fine.
warming people.
We're killing it. Like, who cares, man? At least I'm going to be satisfied with my styrofoam cups. Brent. Listen, we've been on this planet for how long?
Isn't it the ozone layer? Like, is that still a thing? Is the ozone layer
It's been a great run, all right? The planet's how old?
Yeah.
Like, eventually, give us another, like,
Let's enjoy
1,000 years, and then we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
I'm all set.
I mean, do you really, 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 really care about your great grandkids?
Yeah, do you think like my great grandkids are gonna go on and watch this stream and be like, oh, my great grandfather doesn't want me to have a good, like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
I don't know you, you don't know me. We're good.
There's a really good chance my great grandfather was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's a really good chance.
Times are different, Brent. Times are different, man. Times are different back then. Yeah, let's go, man. Styrofoam. Let's bring it back.
Children are the future. Bring back styrofoam.
Yeah.
And straws.
Hey, a couple reactions from yesterday's show that we've got on. Jags are out there. Trevor talks today. Liam talks today. Rich Eisen talked to Liam Coen about Travis Hunter. I thought there was something interesting. It's not like crazy new, but there were a couple things that were interesting for me. If you heard that conversation, if you didn't, we'll update you on that. Didn't get the Devin Lloyd conversation yesterday, and I thought he was pretty poignant in answering one question by not really answering one question. We'll get to that. So we'll talk some Jags coming up on the show, and we'll see what else comes up. Oh, yeah, like the depth chart.
Bringing back the oars, huh?
The oars. Travis Hunter's got a long way to go, man.
Yeah.
Climbing the depth chart.
Hang on, where's the backup quarterback? Okay, so there's no oar next to Nick Mullins or Johnny Wolford. Hamby, you got to be pissed about that.
Deeply concerned.
Zero competition in the backup quarterback spot.
What's your take on the depth chart? Remember last year the depth chart was so screwed up?
Oh, man. And
they were like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Gosh, why did they do all that stuff last year? When it blows up in your face, man, it blows up in your face.
For sure.
We'll be right back.
The moment you bite into a Mason's Famous Lobster roll, nothing is the same. Suddenly, it's 5 a.m., and you're boarding a lobster boat in Maine, heading out to check your traps. Keeping only the best. Just like it's been done for nearly a century. Because you can't taste lobster this good without it changing you for good. Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls. From the waters of Maine.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Connecticut reverse osmosis system with a purchase of a Connecticut Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
All right, so let's dive into this a little bit, or at least some of the interesting ones. Hamby has circled Travis Hunter, or squared Travis Hunter, and for obvious reason. We think we're going to get to the Travis Hunter side of this because you wonder where he is on the depth chart. Obviously, Buster Brown is out right now, and I don't think they can rely on him anytime soon. They bring in Levi Wallace. Just fascinating how they construct this, because if it started tomorrow, I think we'd say Campbell, Lewis, and Jones in the secondary, and then Travis Hunter's the first guy off the bench. Who's he replacing? How's he fitting in? It's not just in dime coverage. Like, where are they finding him the reps is going to be a fascinating watch.
Where they're finding him the reps is definitely going to be interesting. But also, this is the NFL to a T, though. It's such a paranoid league where I feel like they almost think, like, and this isn't just the Jags, this is any team in the NFL.
All of them. That
when they release the depth chart, it's almost like there's some gamesmanship where it's like, all right, let's put Travis Hunter behind Jarrian Jones. So, like, maybe teams would see this depth chart and be like, oh, maybe I could really use Travis Hunter that much on defense. We don't got to worry about it. Meanwhile, if you watch any practice, you realize that he's going to be integrated in this defense. So, I mean, listen, I understand it's something to talk about. I understand every team has to do this, but I look at this more of just cannon fodder and just like irrelevancy more than actually like dive into it and be like, oh, wow. So Monteric Brown's second, but he is not really going to be practiced. You know, like to me, it really makes no, I mean, we can go back and forth with the oars and stuff, and that's fine, but I don't put a lot of stake into this, Brent, to be honest.
Oh, I don't either, and I think we did this last year. I think this would be interesting, is go find last year's, because there were some real goofy things on last year's that just didn't add up. I wouldn't say this one's goofy. I do think there's a couple of things at play here. Overall, just some quick thoughts before I get to more Travis Hunter. One is, I think they put this chart out, right, so early, and everybody knows it's early, and inside they're saying it's early, and all positions are still up for grabs and everything else. Like, that's what you do. That's what you have to do. But I do think some of these names on here are also to probably satisfy team chemistry, right? Yeah. And keep people happy until the roles are figured out. Like, I look at Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby, and I feel like Bigsby might run out there with the ones on the opening game.
Could be justified, yeah.
You know, but we said this too, that Bucky Irvin only started 3 games. So you can start if you're Bigsby and be out there with the first team, and Etienne could end up with more touches, or even Bashal Tutin could end up, you know, here nor there. I think they put Etienne on the first column because he's the veteran. He's the guy that's been there before. I do think they try to satisfy almost, I don't want to keep happy, but try not to rub people the wrong way with these things. Then there's another one. Patrick McCarry and Chuma Edoga. Mm-hmm. Why is that an or? That wasn't an or if you had put this thing out, I think, 2 weeks ago. I think Chuma Edoga came in when Patrick McCarry was hurt with the back spasms and really has impressed. Like, I've heard he's impressed. And that's a good sign for him.
course.
But also a good sign for some of the depth of the Jaguars. I don't think that's an indictment, by the way, on Macari at all. I just think I heard when Macari had gone out and Udoka came in, they were really impressed with what they saw. And that coincided with when pads came on, too.
Yeah. So, listen, I think these depth charts are made for two variations of people. They're made for, obviously, I think other teams looking for, any kind of edge.
Yeah.
But they're also made for the team inside that locker room themselves. Because I think if you look at Macari and you look at Chuma, and it's like, okay, this could be a camp battle. This is a competition, right? So it's almost sending the message to Macari where it's like, hey, man, get healthy and everything and make sure you're good to go because, you're in a battle right now. Like, obviously with, like, Anton Harrison and Cole Van Lanen, like, yeah, we all imagine Anton Harrison's going to be your starter. Like, if he's not, and obviously I'm not saying injuries, but like, if he's healthy, 100% healthy, yeah, then something's wrong if he's not going to be starting. So there's no sense in putting the or because then you're almost like insulting our intelligence.
That's right.
Right? But like with Macari and everything, it makes sense. Like, let it battle out. Let's see who comes out on top.
Yeah, I think that's one where I would say.
That's for the locker room.
Yeah, that's for the locker room, but almost a reality too. Because, again, I hear, let's just say if we go off what Dewey says, the belief is they're going to play the best players. Well, there's a chance right now a guy like Udoka is ahead of Macari just because he's been healthier. And you've seen more out of him. Mm-hmm. Even though you went and signed Macari and he's got a bigger deal and all this stuff, like that's the way this usually is, right? You know it. You lived it. You've been in it. You go get a guy, you bring him in, you give him the rope. Mm-hmm. We invested in him. We can't look bad. If we take Dewey Wingard's interview from now almost 2 weeks ago, we take him at his word and the belief in that building, we're going to play the guys that deserve to play. And it doesn't mean he was picked in the third round or he's getting $10 million a year. And that might be the case, by the way, with Eric Armstead. As we go back to yesterday's conversation, Eric Armstead might not be locked into that spot. If he gets outplayed by Mason Smith, they think they're better with Mason Smith. They think they're better with Tyler Lacey. I'd be a little surprised on that one. But again, a lot to determine there because both guys haven't even been on the field. But the point is, let's see if this organization is willing to do that. Put the best guys out on the field. That's not the way professional sports always operates. They operate with who did we invest the most in? And we're going to give you the rope because we need to look good.
Yeah, I mean, it's what the money says sometimes, right? And sometimes the money's going to say, hey, you've earned a little longer of a leash simply because of what we're investing in you. And sometimes, to be fair, you can lose a locker room that way, or at least have some discrepancies in that locker room.
Guys, this is the first unofficial depth chart of 2024.
Oh, looks good. I can totally see what that says.
So that's the best shot I can get for you right now.
Well, Brent, let's go ahead and put our readers on
let's
real
get the
quick.
Glasses out here. Let's see if I can make this out. Hamby,
I got it.
Your eyes. You got young eyes.
Yeah, I can see them.
I mean, I can read it. Yeah.
It's Gabe, Cam Robinson, Ezra Cleveland, Mitch Morse, Brendan Sheriff, Anton Harrison, Evan Ingram, Luke Farrell. These are all the starters. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Christian Kirk, and BTJ. On the defensive side, at linebacker, it was Foye, Chad Muma, or Devin Lloyd, and then at the Sam, Chad Muma or Yasir Abdullah.
Which was kind of a surprise, remember? Because we thought he was playing defensive end.
That's right.
When they moved him.
They moved him to linebacker.
Christian Braswell was listed as your starting nickel, your one and only. Then Cisco and Savage on the back end with Wingard behind Savage at the free safety spot.
I thought there was something goofier about what they did. Maybe as it went along there was. I thought there was something else, Austin.
No, you're not wrong. I do remember us breaking it down last year.
Abdullah one's a good one, but I thought there was something else like, wait a minute. And maybe it was a couple weeks in where they end up getting to the oars, and because there were a lot more oars on the other one.
It wasn't.
I remember we were a little bit confused why Mason Smith was fourth on the defensive tackles behind Azizi Odumewo at the time.
Yeah, but there was something else that they were playing coy with us on.
It wasn't Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones. It wasn't an or there, was it?
No, it wasn't that.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that.
But I remember being confused.
I can't
about
remember
something.
either.
I don't know.
But yeah, and again, that doesn't mean it wasn't the first depth chart. It might have been depth chart before the final preseason game or the second preseason game. Like there were, I remember sitting in a production meeting with Doug, and I feel like it was about Armstead, to be honest. I think that's what it was. I was like, wait a minute. You've got him at defensive tackle, but he's been playing the edge.
Oh, okay.
You know, I think it might have been centered around that, and it was like, so I just remember saying something because in the production meetings, not everything comes out. You know, it's just background information, and it's not like reportable. It's definitely like a lot of it's off the record, if you will. And I said something like, okay, well, why is Armstead here? So is he going to be playing? And he wouldn't answer. Like, I just remember, like, he wouldn't answer. Like, and usually in those settings, they will answer.
Of course.
But I do feel like maybe the Armstead was part of that coyness in the preseason. But there was more. There's something middle of the preseason that I just remember talking about on the show. They were like, why are they doing this? Like, it can't be that top secret. If you go back to this one real quick, Hamby, when you get a chance, the depth chart. I think, obviously we talk about the cornerback situation. You talk about that offensive line. We talk about the running back. A lot of people are intrigued with the running back spot, like who's going to start. I don't really think that matters that much with the running back. I think it's like, how are they going to do it? We understand now it's going to be running back by committee, but you've still got to have somebody in a spot, man. Like the 2-minute drill. At the end of a game, who's your guy? Well, maybe that's your best pass protector. But, okay, 4-minute offense. You're trying to run out the clock. Who's your guy?
Okay.
Like, don't you have to have a guy eventually? Or do you keep by committee? Like, will they have to figure this out at some point? And no, I know what I wanted to say, and I'll get to it. But the Yasir Abdullah one's interesting to me.
I haven't heard anything about him.
Depth chart.
Well, yeah. Because, I mean, how much are they going to be in a 4-3, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, we might be talking like 5-10%.
I agree. I know what you're saying. Hardly ever in base defense anymore.
Yeah, so I think this is more of just like a placeholder saying like, hey, we like this guy, especially too maybe on special teams, and but like he may see some starting reps, but I think it's going to be a few and far between.
Yeah. As for the running back stuff, you're cool with the committee?
I'm cool with the committee till it kind of separates itself out, much like I think the Rashad White and Bucky Irving situation did. Just because I think when you look at Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne, and then we'll see how Tootin kind of finds his way in a role as well. But I think it's going to be based more off of roles, Brent. I think you're going to maybe have your 4-minute back. You're going to have your 2-minute back. You're obviously going to have a goal line back. So I think it's going to be more about situational football than it is actually like, just have a starter and go from there.
And they probably have to be a little careful of that too, because then you don't want to tell, right? You've got to still you've got to have the ability to do both and run off both. And that's really when you go back to it, one of the things about a Liam Coen offense is they're going to show you a lot of looks that they can run off a similar look a bunch of different plays. Well, I think that personnel-wise, you got to be careful of too. We talked about that a couple of years ago with the Evan Ingram, or who was it at that time? Maybe was it Manhurt still on the team, or whoever it was? Like, okay, well, if you put this guy in, you're running the football, basically 80% chance. You don't want to give up what you're about to do in that context, and I don't think they have to. I think one thing is ETN can do both.
Correct.
I think actually Tootin can do both.
He showed some prowess in the receiving game.
I think Bigsby, you're a little hesitant to throw him the football. So now it doesn't mean you won't. He caught passes last year, but I don't think you're going to throw him a lot of footballs. And then I think if for some reason they have a fourth back up with LaQuinn Allen, he's like your receiving back. Like that's where he's been utilized, but I doubt they'll have four up at that time. We had a question in the chat about playing starters. I don't know if he answered it yet. Let's see what lives out there at practice. And let me just jump into this real quick. She only wants less penalties when his team hits the grass on Saturday. They said today this was the worst day on offense, Trevor Lawrence and Liam Coen, so that happened today.
Okay.
Trevor expects to play Saturday. Nothing definite yet. Says he'll be ready to go if that's the case. I think that's just a player talking.
Should they starters play? Because you get 3 opportunities now.
Yeah, I feel like they should play.
Mm-hmm. Like a series, quarter? What are you thinking here, bro?
I don't understand why you go in for a series. I think that's stupid.
Okay.
I shouldn't say stupid. That's a little loud. I think the only thing you accomplish when you go for a series is like the old coaches, and when you played, more people were doing this, and now less people are doing this, is like you play the first half in like that last preseason game, and then you come out of the locker room and you play the first series. And the reason you do that is so you can like know what it's like to go through a halftime, and then you come back out and you get warmed back up and you go, and then they pull you out. Mm-hmm. If you play one series of ball on Saturday, that's really what you're doing. You're like, okay, go through the dress rehearsal of warming up, getting yourself ready to go, and then go out there and play a series. It could be 5 plays, could be 8 plays, could be 3 plays. The only way I like the series is if you go down there and score.
Sure.
And now you've got 12 plays under your belt or 8 plays under your belt. Then I'm like, okay, cool, get them out. Saw enough, got a little positive thing going. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I really just feel like, why are you even risking 3 plays or 5 plays if you're just going to play a series? To me, they know how to freaking warm up and go play a game. I think it's overplayed. I think that part's overplayed. So I would, if I'm going to play the guys, which I think I would this time, I'd play a minimum of 2 series, probably play a first quarter, essentially. And the reason I do that, Austin, is one, they don't have a lot of joint practices. You're not allowed to have a lot of physical practices to begin with. You really don't know a lot about your football team and how they're going to look in this setting. It's not like he's coming back for a second year and he knows the guys. I think you do have occasional battle here where you want to see how some of this stuff shakes out. So, yeah, I think there's some value to playing in this game. Mm-hmm. I really don't know if they're going to. I don't know. It doesn't sound like he said it yet. And I'm leaning toward, if I had to put a wager on it, that they won't play.
Okay.
Because that's the way the Rams did it.
True.
That's what we are. I mean, I know that sounds a little crazy. Hey, what did the Rams do? But that's kind of the way this thing's operating.
And obviously, I can't remember how this shook out. McVay's first year with the Rams, did they do the same thing? Or did they actually?
It's a good question.
Because, I mean, here's the biggest thing. And here's my biggest concern, Brent. Like, I would like to see the ones get some reps. And yeah, I know there's a risk of injury. There always is. Okay, fine. But let's see. Miami's coming to town for joint practices, right?
Not coming to town. We go down there,
you
but
go to
it's
Miami,
only one. It's one practice. It's not 2. It's 1.
Full pads, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's odd.
So
they're not playing the third one. They're definitely not, which nobody does.
They're definitely not. But I was going to say, okay, so like that week with the Dolphins, that's going to be like, your game. But now it's only one practice.
And it's only one.
What? Okay, whatever.
I think in future years, there's a really good chance that they practice against another team on 2 occasions.
Yeah,
I think they tried to do it this year. I don't think they could figure it out.
Okay, whatever the case. Okay, so that game's done, right? So then it comes down to, I assume preseason game number 2 will probably be your most starting reps, I would hope, or not. Or then I can play them at all.
My view, again, this is just me. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't have inside information. By Friday, I will, but I don't have inside information. And I'm not sharing it on Friday. It'll be after the show anyway. But I don't think they're playing in 2 of these games.
Wow.
Now, do they use that? Does he play off the rip in this one? Or do they use it next week?
Interesting. Yeah.
My gut feeling is they might not play in any of them. And I think the max they play in one of them.
Wow.
That's my gut.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm right.
No, for sure.
You asked the question, shouldn't
listen, if you want to follow the trend around the NFL, I think you'd be right by saying, okay, they'll get one game, and if that, it'll be like very, a small amount, maybe a quarter at the most, at the maximum. So, like, that's the trend of the NFL. My biggest concern, though, is, like, do you need some live reps with this offense? Because, like, I don't want to come in week 1 and it's like, okay, guys didn't get lined up properly. Guys are false starting. Like, when it's week 1 against the Carolina Panthers in a game that, you should probably win, you got to be firing all cylinders. And I don't know if you can get there, if we can see the full capabilities of the offense, if you aren't ingraining these guys in live reps in a preseason game.
Yeah, I understand it. I think it's a tricky thing. I think I say this every year. I've really grown to appreciate this part. I think it's one of the most difficult things a coach has to ask himself
all season. All season. And that seems goofy, but I think it's legit because it's really hard to sleep at night if you lose anybody.
Correct.
It's also really hard to not go play football when you have a chance to go play football. Like, you're trying to build culture. You're trying to build toughness. You're trying to build, you can't play scared. And yet you're kind of playing scared. So the answer, like Coen said today, they've had conversations. They're not saying it. They're obviously not telling the players. This is the other thing. They don't want to tell players. Coaches don't want to tell the players that you're not going to play because then it eases them up during the week and everything else. So they don't even want that out there. And Trevor, that's why he's answering the question, I'm expecting to play. You go in expecting to play, prep like you're going to play, like it's a real game week. The coaches really want that. They want them to do that. And I get that. I understand it. He also said, according to one tweet I saw, that he's going to have a conversation with Tomlin, see what he's doing. So, gotcha. And that's another thing that I find interesting. Like, if your ones aren't going, is it worth going against their twos?
True.
How do you play it that way? What does the other side look like? Because here, this, when you're playing against twos and you got guys trying to win jobs, things get a little squirrely sometimes. And so are you going to put your guys out there in harm's way when you can have some young player being an idiot trying to win a job? Like, so I think there's concern about all these things. I think genuinely it's one of the hardest decisions these coaches make all year. And I did appreciate this, I think, about Doug. Like, he was like, hey, we're playing. And the one thing about Doug is Doug was never concerned. Like, it's like, it's football. I mean, people get hurt. I'm not concerned about the injuries. Like, he would say it. It's like, I'm not playing scared on the injury front.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the way you got to attack it. It's like, if we're going to go play, we're going to go play. Mm-hmm. And you've got to preach that. And I thought Doug did do that. I thought I forget how long he played his guys. But I think when they played, they played. And some of it you go back to, might have been Doug in 22, or it might have been Doug Marrone back in 17. I can't remember which one I'm thinking, but it's like, really, this goes all the way back to Malarkey. Like, Malarkey thought the preseason was really important in 2012 because, and he wanted to win. You might remember, but he was like, I want to win these games because we don't win crap around here.
Sure.
Like, I think it's important to win. Like, win the rep, win the game.
Yeah.
Like, he actually put value on winning the game, which nobody really does. But it's like, let's win. Let's know what winning is. Like, everything we do. I get it. I get the mentality there. But this will be interesting to watch. I don't have an answer for your question about McVay. I think year one does differ from year 2 or 3. So I could see him playing him this year and then not playing him next year.
Yeah. So I'm really curious, like, what teams last year played had their starters play in the preseason and what teams didn't. And I feel like if you wanted to pick a team that you didn't have to play any starters for the preseason, especially your quarterback, I would say the Kansas City Chiefs. But this is more of a Doug Peterson thing. This is a Doug Peterson tree. But the Chiefs, this is for one game. Mahomes, it was the second game against the Lions. The Chiefs played Patrick Mahomes. I'm not sure for how many series, but Mahomes was, I think, 8 for 14. In that preseason game. So he got a pretty good look, all things considered. And once again, I feel like that Chiefs offense it's been a well-oiled machine for how long, with the quarterback that's been in that system for how long, and you're still going to trot him out there. But once again, that's like the Doug Peterson comes from that tree. So maybe the McVay, they think different.
This is what I think on that front, Austin. I think I don't think it's a tree thing or a philosophy thing in general, because I think each team's so different. So, for whatever reason, I don't know why Andy Reid played him. I don't. Mm-hmm. Do they need it? Doesn't seem like they would need it.
Heck no.
But maybe Mahomes really wanted to play. So listen to his players. Like, hey, man, I really want to get one. And I do think you do that. Like, I think you ask Trevor specifically. It's like, hey, man, do you want some live bullets? And most players are going to be like, yes, I think. But it's like, no, do you need live? But not do you want to play. Do you need bullets? Do you feel like you need this setting to get familiar with what we're trying to do? Obviously, they're vanilla anyway.
Sure.
So it's not like you're going to get all these checks in and do all this stuff and see how it goes. I mean, you're just not doing that. Nobody wants to give anything up. Mm-hmm. So what is – and here's one more thing I think. I wonder how much playing well in the scrimmage on Friday night factors into the decision to play on Saturday. Because he might – Well, this is why I look at it this way, and this is really what I was going to ask you. Who needs it more, do you think? Who needs to see this? Who needs to see good more? Liam Coen and the staff about the players and what they're doing, or the players themselves for confidence? Like, how would you divvy that up?
Oof. Who needs to see more? I would say the players probably need to build more confidence, because I think the players that have been here the past couple of years, it hasn't been great, right? And I think the way that this team is doing it this year in terms of Liam Coen and the regime, it's a lot different. So I think they need to get ingrained in actually live reps because it's different. Like, listen, I've done joint practices, and yeah, that can be grueling. That feels different, but there's something to be said for being in your stadium underneath the lights. You know, you're wearing your jersey. They do the announcements, everything. It's a different atmosphere. And I want guys to already be ingrained in that atmosphere when they take the field week 1 against Carolina. I don't want guys looking around me, oh, this feels different. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't afford to do that. So I think the players probably need it more than the coaches, because I think the coaches now, they want to err on the side of caution, and rightfully so, because you're trying to protect your guys.
I think it might be the coaches because, look, at the end of the day, this is a new offense. But Trevor's been in the league for many years. We only have one rookie playing on offense, Travis Hunter. This is the first time Liam Coen is a head coach. This is the first time Udinski is an offensive coordinator. First time Camp's a DC, right? When you are less confident, I want them to be exactly as aggressive as they've been at their past stops and that their personality is. And I think if they don't have confidence in this group, they're going to be hesitant to do all of the things that got them to this point. I don't think that's necessarily a concern. I'm not like thinking that this could be a thing, but if you don't have confidence in your group, you're going to try to almost regress to the mean, the average, vanilla, instead of potentially doing exactly what got you to this point.
Yeah, I don't know who's right. I don't know. I lean a little bit toward the coaches as well, because it's a new staff, and I just don't think they're that familiar with these. I mean, they are now familiar with these guys, but they've seen tape.
And they got to be familiar with each other. Grant has to be familiar with Liam on every play.
Well, yeah, but you're going to do that. I mean, there's going to be a game that's played.
Of course.
I mean, you're going to be like that if there's a threes in or not. Yeah, yeah. You know, in my opinion, like the mechanics of that are going to happen if you and I are playing. You know, so like, I just feel, I don't know who needs. I think it all depends, and we don't know this full answer, is how would each coach or coordinator or side of the ball, or Liam in general, grade what's gone on in the first 10 days of camp. Like, I had asked him the question on Friday night, you have 9 days under your belt, like, are you where you thought you'd be expected to be? And kind of was like, yeah, I mean, I think we're where we expected to be, some good, some bad, you know, blah, blah, blah. And okay, that's a good answer to Brent. But what's like the real answer inside the walls? Like, holy crap. Like, they don't say that in front of Mike. But there's somewhere in this football team right now that they're like, oh, crap.
Sure.
Right? There's no doubt. It might be on defensive tackle. But, yeah, but they are. Like, that. There's just no doubt. They're like, this is not what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
This guy is not as good as we thought he was going to be. Then there's other pleasant surprises. Like, oh, this is way better. This is going well.
Which could be the offensive line.
Right? Yeah, could be. So, but that's just natural stuff. I mean, if you're being honest with yourself as a coaching staff, in those meetings, I'm sure they are saying that. So where are they fully on that? How comfortable are where they're at and they're trending to? And what would you say? Like, I think if I was in those meetings, I'd be like, hey, Liam, James, like, what are you going to find out Saturday night if this team goes down and scores an 8-play, 75-yard drive that you don't already know? Or what do you need to see that you don't already know that you might find out if they go 3 and out and have to come back? You know, like, those are the things that I'd be having the conversations about with both sides of the ball, because there's an answer somewhere in there that we don't get outside the building.
So here's what, okay, yeah. I think here's some of what the answer could be, Brent. Just once again, trying to put myself in those coaches' meetings. I think we need to see Trevor Lawrence against different defenses. We need to see Trevor Lawrence against defenses that aren't scripted, maybe to have him succeed, like it maybe was in this scrimmage a little bit, right? Like, and I think regardless if the Steelers 1s, 2s, 3s play, like I think we've always agreed that they've been a pretty great franchise on defense. Very disciplined, well coached. So I don't care if it's the 2s or 3s. Like you're gonna see some good looks. You know, like you're gonna get your work in against the Steelers.
Wonder if we'll see Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, see, I'm thinking like TJ Watt. Like, would he play? Probably not. Would Ramsey? I'm not sure. But like, regardless, there's still a respectable defense. So I'd love to see Trevor Lawrence against a defense like that, where it's like, okay, you know, these are different looks now. Can you make the right decisions? Because this Liam Coen offense is going to be all about the trust in Trevor Lawrence of trying to break everything down, diagnosing it, and making the right call. You're not going to have Doug Peterson holding your hand anymore. Like, this is on Trevor. So I would like to see him out there making right decisions against a pretty respectable defensive scheme. So I think that's one of the conversations that should be had.
Yeah, it's fair. Again, they might answer it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to answer it. And then you come back and there's this umbrella question. What are we gaining versus if we lose a guy? Sure. Right? In this kind of setting. And you got to ask it. You don't want to speak it into existence. You got to ask it. And I almost, as we're talking about it and going through some of this over a 10-minute span, and have less information to work with, I kind of come back to, wait a minute. We got a quarterback that was banged up for the final 6 weeks of 2 years ago and was out for half of the year last year. Why are we putting him out here?
But, yeah, but,
why
can't,
I know that's not, but like, why even risk that?
But then, see, then it's almost like, oh, Trevor's injury prone. Well, is he, or did he get cheap shotted last year that cost him, half of a season? Yeah. Like, it wasn't because, he just got, he got quarterback sacked and, he just went down kind of funny and, he's injured. Like, no, like, the dude got blindsided, cheap shotted, and that was it. Hit his head on the ground. Like, any quarterback that has that happen to him, they're going to be out.
He already had a shoulder injury going into it.
Okay, but I don't think he was playing the worst when he had that shoulder injury. So, no, man, I'm never going to think of it like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the conversation, again, I'm trying to have the conversations that they might be having. I really think at the end of the day, it's what you gain. Mm-hmm. What you gain versus what you lose and where that is. I'm mixed. I'm mixed on where I think this is going ahead. I think I'm leaning toward they won't play him.
At all or just for this game? Like
at all.
Really?
And I actually, again, this is just a guess.
I know,
I just want to make clear, I'm not to you, to everybody else out there, that just a thought. And because here's what I would say, Austin. It's like, all right, if you're not going to play them this week, let's just say they don't play this week.
Okay.
Well, why are you playing them next week? Like, what changed? What changed the week? Now, I will give you one scenario that I think is interesting coming out of here. It's the conversation with the coaches. Okay, you go say, hey, Mike Tomlin, this is, how are you handling this? How are you dealing with this? Like, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Kellen Moore, what are you doing? Maybe something aligns better with what you want to accomplish. That's why you play in week 1 versus week 2.
Sure.
Like, I don't know. But I do think it's a fair question. Like, if they don't play this week, yet they play in New Orleans, I don't think they're playing in Miami. Be like, the simple question be like, okay, well, why this week?
Yeah.
Is it just because it's the middle game? It's a nice, you're 2 weeks away from the scrimmage that you just saw. You're now closer to the regular season. This is maybe good enough answer for me. Fine. But there's got to be a why here, if that's the case.
Sure.
If you're not going to play in a couple. We know the why you don't play in the last one. We've known that for years.
Yeah, give them a little bit of
right. And we also know the why because you're practicing with Miami, even if it's just for a day. But the first two, if they're not aligned alike, I think there's a reasonable question. Okay, then what's the thinking there? Mm-hmm. If you're either going to play in first game and second game, or you're not, in my opinion, and not playing any of them. So, yeah, it'll be fascinating to see. And I don't know if there's a wrong decision. What we'll tell you is on September 7th against Carolina, I'll tell you what's the wrong decision.
No, I mean, hindsight's going to be 20/20. But my biggest fear, because once again, I think this offense is going to be a little more complicated than what we're used to seeing. There's going to be a lot of motions, a lot of movements. I'm just going to sit here and say right now, if we're watching Carolina and there's a lot of false starts, guys are discombobulated, then I'm going to be the first one to say, well, then why didn't we see more guys like this in preseason?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Hey, we're way late. Let's take a break here on the Brent and Austen Show. We'll get back to Travis Hunter. We've also got Devin Lloyd conversation. I want you guys to hear it. I think there are some interesting things with Devin. I find him a fascinating player this year as well. So we'll hear from Devin Lloyd coming up in just a bit. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Hey, on Thursday, our plan is we're scheduled right now to go to the St. John's Town Center and be at Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls in the Town Center and do the show 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. So come on out. I mean, maybe I'll buy a random person lunch.
Thanks, Brent.
Yeah, you or somebody. But in the Town Center, 10 a.m. until 1, Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls. Check out masonslobster.com. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jags Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament, but this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jax 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows. And down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters. And to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground. The water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Bengals coach Zach Taylor tells reporters that QB Joe Burrow and other big-name players will play several series on Thursday night and more in Game 2 against the Commanders. New way of doing it with eyes on starting fast. Or not. We could just postpone this whole strategy to next year and avoid starting fast week 2 against the Jags. Maybe just start fast starting week 3.
Yeah, and now you get what they're doing. So I don't know. It sounds like Burrow and the company haven't played a lot in the preseason the past few years.
No.
Which again would be what? Off the McVay tree, all that stuff. And I don't know the full scope of that. But obviously they have struggled out of the gate. So I understand them trying to mix something up and say, all right, let's get in a better rhythm. What's interesting to me out there is I don't really think it's been Burrow that, was Burrow a slow starter last year? I feel like he was almost good from the jump. It was their defense that caused him a bunch of problems.
Starter. Yeah, I don't think Burrow was slow, was he?
So interesting to see that. But I get it. I get that. See, I don't think the Jags have anything like that with this regime to weigh. Mm-hmm. They don't know. There's not we did it this year, it didn't work that year. I don't really like that anyway because you start grasping for straws. Every year is different. I don't know about criticize. I'm cool with it if Zach Taylor wants to do that. I think it's a bit of an overreaction, I would suggest, because, like we're saying, if their offense, unless their offense came out and put up 10 points, mm-hmm. I feel like they scored. I feel like their defense was a mess last year early on. That was abnormal what their defense was doing.
Yeah, if I'm the Bengals coaching staff, I play their whole defense the entire preseason and then just sit your offense.
Yeah. That would be the way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys want to be a top 5 offense? By all means, hey, sit this preseason out. You guys did your job last year. Defense, playing the whole game, all 3 preseason games, the entire time. Have fun.
Yeah, the entire time. New coordinator, punishment for last year. Let's see. Honestly, feel like we should win our division this year. Okay, I'm all for it. Holding out for possible trade scenarios for Armstead. William, didn't hear if that was discussed or a possibility. He says, I don't understand what he'd be. What's the value? Yeah. I get what you're saying. Don't get hurt, all these things. Well, right now he's got a back issue where I think Liam Coen said today he thinks he'll be ready by week 1, but not sure. So it's obviously significant enough where he's not practicing. What's there to show for Armstead?
Not much.
And by the way, the Jags should not be in the market of trading people away at that position.
Especially
they need people. They just went and got the guy, Austen
Johnson,
right? Not Jackson. Johnson. Jackson, I think, is the offensive lineman.
And former center fielder for the Detroit Tigers.
There you go. But they just went and got people. They need people.
Yes.
At that position. So I don't think I don't think they'd get a lot, especially given the contract, everything else. I really do think on the Armstead front, I think worth noting, just a thought, that if he doesn't win Player of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year, I'm not sure he's here. But I do think it's an interesting deal, when you're the owner and everything else. Remember, one of the introductory news conferences, I think it was Gladstone, after he had won that award, that was one of the first thing they mentioned. Congratulations, Eric Armstead. And Shad did that. And by the way, I think that should matter to an organization. I think it's a great honor. It really is. For Armstead and for Calais when he won it, you want those people in your organization.
Yeah.
But I almost wonder if he did not win that,
would this regime have looked at him to be like, okay, we'll eat the dead money here too.
Yeah.
And go get younger guy in the draft, whatever it might look like.
But then the question is, like, if they truly felt that, if Eric Armstead wins the Walter Payton player, man of the year or whatever, and they're like, hey, we got to keep him on the team, what are they afraid of? Because I don't think the fan blowback would have been bad.
It wouldn't.
I don't think the national media would have even been that bad. So then what are they trying to protect?
I could
the
just
locker room?
see it.
I think the locker room would maybe.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think any of that, Austin. I feel like just... I just feel like it's hard to cut a guy like that. Like, I really do. I think it's hard to cut a guy like that.
Yeah.
And I think when you're trying to build an organization, a winning organization, a culture,
When did Calais win it, Brent?
would have been, I think it was like, when were you go to Miami Super Bowl? 19. Would have been my 19. Because I remember doing a phoner with him during a show from there. But yeah, this sounds a little crazy, but I could just see from an organizational point of view wanting that guy around. And by the way, there are a lot of guys in that locker room. I know the fan base isn't high on Eric Armstead with what has happened. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's the view internally. I think there are a lot of guys that praised Eric Armstead last year in that locker room and all those things. I know Eric has come off a little interesting sometimes even in the media based on how things had gone last year, and it was a little odd. There was something quirky about the whole thing. I think he's a good dude. I think he's probably a good teammate. I think he's probably a pretty good leader in there. Like, you don't win that award without that kind of respect, you know? So I think there's a lot of reasons why you'd want a guy like that around, and I still believe there's something in the tank. Now, obviously he's not practicing. He's hurt. Brent could be wrong. But I also just look at the regime who wasn't afraid to get rid of some dead money this offseason, and they might have looked at him and been like, we could make a move here.
Sure.
But they also might have said, we could make a move here, but we don't need to make a move here, especially if we're not going Mason Graham in the first round.
True. Yeah.
So why open up another hole? We've got a guy that could play this position, and let's just hope it all goes well this year and we get the best out of him.
Yeah.
So I'm not telling you that they didn't. I just wonder how much that behind the scenes, they'll never tell us, how much that Walter Payton Man of the Year kind of factored into Armstead being here. Again, listen, you can say what you want about Eric Armstead. You should root your ass off for Eric Armstead to get on the field and play well.
This team needs it, yeah.
They need it.
Yeah.
This team is more dynamic and really dynamic if he's playing well and gets on the field. Like, I think it's a huge piece of this defense. Whoever. Now, if it's Mason Smith that plays well, fine. But I know Armstead's got that game and played that way.
Yeah.
So him playing well, like, you should be rooting your butt off for that to happen if you're a Jags fan, because Trayvon Walker is on his way to 15 sacks, in my opinion, if you can get good play out of Eric Armstead.
Without a doubt. It's just, I'm very skeptical right now, Brent.
Not fair
because
enough.
We don't, and this isn't the Jalen Ram situation, because this is what people are saying, the whole trade thing, right? Because we still have some aftershock from Jalen Ramsey when he had his whole back thing. What happens? Dude gets traded. So I feel like people are a little, they have some PTSD from that situation. I just don't know what's going on, though, honestly. Because even when he was in there for camp and he was practicing, like, he was never with the ones. So I don't know. I see him doing Indy. I see him doing, pretty sure I saw him do Team Joes, but not with the ones. So I don't get it. If it isn't back, then hopefully, they fix it. He gets a shot, whatever the case may be. And, we're not talking about it a couple weeks from now. But if it's a lingering thing, a nerve issue, then we're talking maybe because once again, we didn't even know what happened with Devon Hamilton. Well, I don't think they really ever announced it. It was something with his back, right?
It took a while, yeah.
Yeah. But that cost him really a season.
Oh, yeah?
Because he was essentially a shell of himself from what we actually saw. So who's to say with Eric Armstead, does he go down that road? And if that's the case, then you might have to add some more depth. I get we just got Austin Johnson in here, but you might need more.
Yeah. How much... What's the difference between this defense playing well with or without Armstead, do you think?
Then assuming Mason Smith's back as well, obviously?
Yeah, I think you got to assume Mason Smith will be back. But, where does it... Let's just say Jags defense was one of the worst in the league. What we're trying to do is get the Jags defense to the middle of the pack.
Correct.
Okay? Middle of the pack, Jags defense, hell of an elevation. Big jump. They've got the pieces to be able to do that, I think, with or without Eric Armstead. I mean, I think just a better scheme, the new energy involved. Jordan Lewis playing really well in camp, by the way. He just had another pick today. Like his addition, where Travis Hunter fits in, how he can. Tyson Campbell looks like he's playing really well. Can he stay healthy? Like there's a lot of ifs out there, but again, they've got pieces that should be way better than 28th, 29th, 30th in the league, with or without Eric Armstead. I just believe Armstead elevates you from maybe 18th in the league. Again, this is Armstead playing well. This isn't Armstead just taking up a spot on defense. But if he plays well, that gets you maybe to 12th in the league. And what it does, I think, for Devon Hamilton, for Trayvon Walker, for Josh Hines-Allen, I think is way more than if Mason Smith plays, is my point. Yeah. And now those guys can do it on their own. But we all know we've been begging for this for years. Interior. Can we get more push? Can we get more play? What does it do for those guys? Like that. That's where Armstead comes in for me. I think these guys can be better without Armstead. I do think he has a chance to elevate even more than a Mason Smith. And the reason I say that is because I just don't know about Mason Smith. He's way more of an unknown.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there, Brent. And yes, like the biggest thing would be to get that interior pressure, right? That push to help your edge guys out a little bit, because it's been lacking now the past couple of years. So I agree with you there. But also, like, I get it. You're playing the Panthers week 1. And we think of Bryce Young. We think of Ted McMillan now. They got, they had Adam Thielen still, like Hunter Renfrow. And you think it's just going to be, they're trying to pass. But, like, they can run the football. Yeah. Like, don't sleep on Chuba Hubbard, right? And that's, I guess, what makes me a little more nervous, Brent, is do you have the guys in the interior wise? And I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Devon Hamilton, right? People are saying his praises. But do you have a 3 technique who you can put in there and say, hey, it's 3rd and 1, go stop them. It's 3rd and 2, let's go establish the line of scrimmage, because that's an attitude. Like, if you have the capabilities to have guys in the middle that can stop the run like that, that's contagious. That shows you, like, hey, we're not to be messed with, right? We have some dogs on this team. Like, you can have the best secondary. You can have Travis Hunter, Tyson Campbell playing at very high levels. You can have great linebackers. But if you can't stop a 3rd and 1 or a 3rd and 2, it really doesn't matter, because now you're not really establishing the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. So that's where my big worry comes from, Brent. Whether it's Eric Armstead, whether it's Mason Smith, they need guys in the middle to establish that identity and establish that attitude, because we didn't see it last year.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
And Eric Armstead has showed when he's played in San Francisco, he has done that.
Yeah.
Like, they were a formidable defense.
And could I see Mason Smith being able to deliver that? Yes. I think Mason Smith could be a scary player for the Jags. But I just don't know. Like, you're asking for a leap of faith. That's my point with Armstead. Armstead, you can say he did this. He was part of this. Like, that's part of it.
I can show you the highlights from San Francisco. Yeah. Now, is he past that guy? I don't know.
He might be. He might be. And that's a fair question, too. But I still think any plus play out of Armstead makes the 2 guys that you think are studs on your defense better. Mm-hmm. And making those guys better ain't a bad thing. Like, that's really where my mind goes. I think Trayvon has a 15-sack season brewing in him.
Sure.
Like, I really do. And Josh has done it before. Now, it's going to be really hard for 2 guys to get 15-plus sacks, right? You got to pick your poison. But wherever one falls, depending if they come to their side or not, or you get a couple of gimmies or whatever it is, I mean, they're both capable. And I don't think everybody believes Trayvon is. Maybe I think he has that in him. Yeah. And I think he might deliver it this year. But I do think somebody on that interior has to help these guys. Devon, okay, a little bit more belief, especially coming off with Josh. They seem like he's playing well. Mm-hmm. Good. That could help. One more guy could really help. We asked yesterday, we were talking about this. This is now a 2-day-in-a-row topic. And when we tweeted some of the stuff from the show last night, I asked, are you concerned about the Jags interior? And had a lot of response. Dillard jumped in, anytime 2 of your top guys are out, I'm concerned. Hopefully D-Ham finds pre-medical condition for him. Jay Villen's podcast says, I believe in our coaching staff, and I know they will do whatever it takes to make it right. I mean, listen, now, you got to have the people to do it right. I mean, they're not magicians.
Yeah.
We can see from the whole offseason that they aren't afraid to fix an issue or make people uncomfortable, bring out the best competition. Yeah, I think the competition's there. But you still have to have the bodies and players. Like, you got to have the talent to do it. 100%, it's like Armstead gave up before the season started. I don't know where that's coming from, but that will just show you some of the angst on Armstead.
Yeah.
From the fan base.
Yeah.
We need either Mason or Armstead to make an impact, says Ed. We haven't seen much of them in camp. No, I haven't seen any of them in camp.
Yeah.
Jefferson is the next DT up. Let's see what he's got. I've hardly heard his name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you get a vibe, right?
Correct.
Hardly a thing. Yep. And a little, somebody says, it's certainly not ideal that both Armstead and Smith are missing time, especially Smith. I'm not panicking yet, but he's not wrong, meaning you weren't wrong in what you were saying. So, yeah, I think all of a sudden it becomes like one of the biggest question marks that we have in Jacksonville on that. Because I do think, again, I'll just use this is kind of a goofy way, but in my head, I say, I think the Jags can have the 18th best defense in the league this year. It was 30th or whatever it was, depending on which metric. I'm going to say, hey, they got the 18th best defense. In my mind, that's the goal. Be the 18th best defense. What is that? Well, that's like the middle third of the league. Your top 12, your bottom 12. Bottom 12 would be what? 20 and 30 to 32, right? First, so you're in that middle. It's not really a third in the way I broke it up, but you get my point. So you stay in that. Kind of think of it as a roulette board when you take the 12 to 18, right, Hamby? Mm-hmm. Like, when you take that part, can you get to the 12? Mm-hmm. That's what I mean, then you're cooking. Like, that might be the difference between winning 2 more games.
Right.
If they get to 12.
Because 30 to 18 is at least 2 games right there.
Probably. But I think you can wake up, breathe, and be 18 with this defense. I really do, based on last year.
I agree, yeah. So you think the offense is going to take such a leap forward, too.
Yeah,
and it has to.
Just some of the stupid stuff that we know. So I think the top...
It have to be a gambling
top
investigation
12, though,
for us to be 30th again.
But top 12... yeah.
Or we're cursed, Hamby.
But top 12 is significant. I mean, to be a top 12 defense, you're doing something. You've got elite stuff going on. Like, there's something really working. Your turnover bug is really good. So that's a different step. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm like, okay, I think they're going to be 18. 17, 18, 19, whatever. How do you get them to 11, 12, or 13? That's what I'd be asking.
Yeah.
Armstead, to me, is one of the pieces. Or that position, let's just say, in good play is one of them. How that goes, how the other cornerback spot goes, how the safety position goes. Like, those are the dominoes. Now, do 2 of those 3 things work well in your favor, you get to 12.
Yeah. I mean, and listen, we'll see how this all shakes out, right? Because there's still a couple more weeks before we actually play Carolina. So who knows? Eric Armstead, Mason Smith, they could be the starter. They could be back 100%. Why even panic about it anymore? Austin, why'd you have the button in the first place? We're all good. Chill out. We could have that conversation. But where it sits right now, how I feel about it. I'm a little worried until I'm not worried anymore, Brent. So does it say something when we knew this was the biggest hole or, the glaring weakness from last year? And yeah, a lot of it was guys playing out of position. Some of it was coaching. I get all this. But does it say something where last year that was the biggest need? We all talked about it. The draft Knicks, they all talked about it.
Yeah.
Mason Graham's coming to Jacksonville. We all saw it. And you didn't really do anything to address it.
Yeah.
Does that say something?
Well, is that the first criticism? Because they did fix the edge depth.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
With flying colors, I would say.
I would phrase it 2 ways. This becomes an interesting conversation. Let's go to break. And when we come back, we'll answer this question. And I still want to get to a little more Travis Hunter. This will lead to it. And also get to Devin Lloyd. But is this a miss, potentially, by this new regime? Is this the first real criticism? Hey, did you fix this? Or was this the cost of doing business to go get Travis Hunter? Because I think it's a fair way to look at it. Didn't have a second-round pick to maybe go address it. Or other reasons. We'll take a break.
Tom Coughlin, Tony Vasili. By the way, I think John Gruden's out there today. Daniel Murphy. Coughlin's back out there. Got all the stars out at Jags camp.
Went today, Brent. Should have gave John Gruden Action Sports Jax package. You guys blew it.
Listen, I know it. We could have done it.
Oh, man.
I'm working on the Action Sports Jax box.
Yeah.
Now I just have to send it to him so he can do the whole shtick.
There we go.
Probably visiting his brother Jay, who obviously is in town as well. Now, we've been talking a lot about poker and betting. Best Bet, Jack's place to go. That's where Hamby goes. Orange Park, St. Augustine, and Monument Road.
Tony Baselli going to be a model one day. Look at this dude right here.
Looks good, doesn't he?
He looks great, man. That hoodie looks good.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant, or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjax.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
The moment you bite into a Mason's famous lobster roll, nothing is the same. Suddenly, it's 5 a.m., and you're boarding a lobster boat in Maine, heading out to check your traps, keeping only the best, just like it's been done for nearly a century. Because you can't taste lobster this good without it changing you for good. Mason's famous lobster rolls, from the waters of Maine.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hey, welcome back here to the Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Rocking and rolling halfway through here on a Tuesday. And thanks for hanging out with us as we talk a lot of Jags and some other things along the way. Casey, drop in the noon hour coming up in just a bit. We've got a Devin Lloyd interview I want you to hear just a couple minutes long, but that is on the way. Jags still have not announced who will play, how long will starters play on Saturday. We'll probably get that from Liam Coen on Thursday, a little bit more indication, I would guess, as they get closer to game week and continue to work through some of that. John Gruden, Tom Coughlin, Daniel Murphy, some of the folks out at Jags camp today. Final day of camp for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Why did I just do the Republic Services Recycling Simplified recycled top headlines of the day early? I feel like I just did it.
You did it.
RecyclingSimplified.com. I did it a little earlier today. We're probably running a little bit late on the break schedule anyway, so maybe that was good. Hey, one other note, by the way, as we enter high school football season and happy and regular football season. Good to have Bono's Pit Barbecue back with us. All the locations in Northeast Florida. Make sure you visit them and visit bonosbarbq.com. You'll hear us talking a lot about Bono's over the next few months here this football season, both during the Brent and Austen Show and our Friday night Zone Blitz and high school coverage. We're looking forward to all the different high school coverage that we have coming up starting later this month. We're adding shows left and right. Hamby, you're going to add a Monday Stadium Pulse show?
That's right.
Bang.
So
Mondays and Fridays. 9
a.m. That usually will replay somewhere along the way. We are Noah Schlicksip is going to help us along with Chandler Dantzler and some others on our high school football coverage. So we're expanding into doing a full game of the week broadcast. And also our Friday night Zone Blitz on top of our Friday night Blitz. And then Mondays, we're actually doing a Blitz breakdown show. And I say we, not really we, but them. I think we're going to do that at 8 o'clock at night. And they're going to do kind of a recap of the week in high school football and then a preview with those guys. So that will be fun. So we expand it for the high school football coverage. And then a couple more things that we're working on. Meetings ongoing. So we'll catch you up to speed on everything happening here on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network, which we remind you is 24 hours a day on ActionSportsJax.com, Action News Jax app, and also on your smart TV. Just download the Action News Jax Now app. You can get it on Roku and Apple TV and Samsung TV and all the rest, wherever you get that. And don't forget the podcast. Podcast's doing well, Hamby.
Yeah. Podcast every day, going up around a 1:30, Spotify, Apple.
Yeah, baby.
Wherever you get them.
That's where we got Storytellers of the 904 is also up there on the podcast, also on YouTube and on ActionSportsJax.com too. So, hey, guy, I ran through it all.
Oh, Dave.
If you just joined the show for the first time ever, now you know what this is. I got to remind people more often.
You do.
Yeah. We got a lot of crap out there.
We have a ton.
We really do have a lot of stuff out there. Daniel Griffiths wrote today. Maybe we'll get to it. We've hardly even been getting to the Daniel Griffiths articles on ActionSportsJax.com.
I thought he was like holding up a memorial or something, man. We haven't talked about that.
I know. That's really my bad.
Like if something happened?
Hey, we know we have a lot of content. When we have that content, you can just get on the web.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just put it exclusively on the web. We'll talk about what he wrote about today in just a couple minutes. Travis Hunter, real fast, want to get to this part of it. Oh, wait. We asked a question before.
We did. Look at Brent making good on those teases.
We asked the question.
He's growing, Hamby. Isn't it great, man, when you have this, a young guy in the game taking the coaching and learning? Oh, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Coachable.
By the way, if you really want to go inside the business, that last 3 minutes was all about trying to get to what the hell I forgot.
We do.
Little secret of the pros. Little secret of the pros.
Hey, there's a little promo in there while I got to finally what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Hey, but you almost let me go by it. You were ready to move on to Travis Hunter and the snaps that he's getting. I saw you. You were ready to go.
I was, because I've also forgotten what the question was.
All right, this isn't.
I know you were trying to stall.
I've been at the bit, man. I've been like, we get into this or not?
I know. Yeah, I didn't know how long you were going to be in the bathroom, so I had all this.
Yeah,
stuff
sorry,
planned.
man. Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. So, did the Jags make a mistake by not doing enough at defensive tackle? The way this is playing out right now, we have the luxury of hindsight, and right now the present sight is that nobody's playing that D tackle spot that they thought would be.
Yes.
They're both on the sideline.
Yep.
Did they not do enough? Is it a fair criticism? Or what I say, is this a fair question to ask that this is the cost of doing business if you want to get a guy like Travis Hunter, because you didn't have a second-round pick to go do something with at defensive tackle.
Yeah. Where was Tootin taken?
4th round.
Okay. Yeah.
I just don't know what was left at that
time. No,
right?
and that's a great point. Yeah, I mean, it is fair, right? Because what would we be more upset about if we had Mason Graham right now or if we had Travis Hunter, right? Like, obviously Mason Graham, and he might be a good defensive tackle or maybe a great defensive tackle, but like, we're a lot more excited to have Travis Hunter on our team. So I get it. So sometimes sacrifices have to be made. My only point, though, Brent, is if it was such a glaring need last year, and it was, and yes, some of it falls on Ryan Nielsen, but literally what percentage of it can truly fall on a defensive coordinator, and what percentage falls on, okay, do we have the guys that are going to help us succeed? And I think if we're asking that question, what was the biggest need last year, and it's still the biggest need this year, then maybe free agency, maybe trade, something like that.
Maybe, what do you think?
I mean, I was heavy on the Mason Graham train, and I thought that interior D-line was our biggest need, and I don't think we did enough to address it. Now, over the course of a couple of months, with Mason Smith was building steam, especially in May. We heard a lot about his offseason that he was having. Eric Armstead obviously being moved back inside, which we figured seemed like it was going to be enough to cover up the holes. To where I was kind of convinced that it wasn't going to be near as bad as last year. But we didn't. There's nobody new. We're counting on Eric Armstead feeling new because he just didn't play the position last year, and then Mason Smith taking a big step. And the fact of the matter of those is neither of those guys were reliable last year. So just at face value, should you have just kind of predicted that neither of them would be reliable, at least to start this year?
Yeah, I think it will be fair if it works out. We're only in camp. We don't know what's going to happen in September. So that's why the panic button's nearby, but it's not pressed. I do feel like there's a sense of this is the cost to go get Travis Hunter.
Okay.
And by the way, we might still feel the impact of that next year when they don't have a first-round pick. And I'm not saying just at the defensive tackle spot, but a position of need. If they need to go get a tight end, or if they need to go get X, Y, Z, whatever, you might feel that, right? Which is why it's so important, first of all, for Travis Hunter to play well and impact. He looks like he's already impacting your franchise, but he has to now impact on the field. So I do think, here's why I don't want to be hypocritical about it. I didn't mind what they did. I think Mason Smith did show something. I think sooner or later, he picked him in the second round. Second round?
Yeah.
Yeah. You picked him in the second round. I mean, you can't just say just because the old guy picked him, that means we don't need him. Like, you've got to do something with your investments, even that you inherited. And so I think you have to see if this guy's got stuff. And I thought he flashed at times. I'm pretty high on Mason Smith. And hopefully he gets right and can get healthy and be okay. And I actually do think there's something left in the tank of Eric Armstead. Now, I can't predict a back injury. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like if he's okay, if he can get there healthy, I think he's going to give you something. So I don't think they've whiffed on it yet. I think there's still time for this thing to come up okay. But I also think there's going to be, if it doesn't, plenty of criticism to go around, to your point. I think that's a fair criticism. You were betting on a long shot here.
or you didn't see this coming. And that's just a part of how you build teams. One thing I think they would say privately is, well, you can't fix it all in a day.
Sure.
Right? You just can't in an off season. And that's where I would kind of agree with them and say, okay, cost of doing business with Travis, but also you look like you had a couple of guys that could certainly fill the void. Like you're not empty there.
I mean, if Mason Smith and let's be honest, if Mason Smith and Eric Armstead are both healthy right now, we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
Right? So hindsight is 20/20. But it just so happens that the injuries that happened were at the one position that we were all kind of clamoring for last year that, hey, there's got to be an upgrade.
Yeah. And if I'm listening to us talk about this for 2 days, I'd also be sitting there and say, guys, settle down. Like, they're not season-ending injuries. Like they're not out for the year. Like, nobody's announced that they're out for the year. They're out for camp right now.
But we don't know. Let's see, that's the problem, though. And I get it, because I'd probably be doing the same thing right now if I was Liam Coen and company. Like, you don't have to really divulge anything. But, like, we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Right? We hear back issue for 1, and we hear week to week with Mason Smith for 2. Like, what does that mean? Will they be ready for Carolina? Will they not be? Like, that's the issue as well.
I still think we could look up at some point in the year, and you want to criticize like something that they didn't do that we're like, okay, you left that one kind of open, and I'm not sure you did enough. I still think it could be the opposite corner spot. Now, I like Jarian, and I think Buster Brown was playing pretty well, but I'm not sure they're going to hold it down. Like, we could look up and still be questioning that. Jordan Lewis, okay, nice addition. Tyson, but that second corner right now is killing you. Like, could we look up and say, like, if I was predicting a spot, because that was a common thread too. Yeah. We went into like, okay, well, what you got? Well, now that could lead into this next conversation briefly, and that is Travis Hunter could play more there. Mm-hmm. And is Travis Hunter going to play more than even we anticipated? If you look at, I would get asked this question all the time ever since he got drafted. How much is he going to play? Is he going to play both sides of the ball? Well, the answer is yes, he's going to play both sides of the ball. We know that. How much is he going to play, I think, is an interesting one. Is he playing in red zone packages? Is he playing in third down packages? Is he playing defense as much as he's playing offense? Now, in my mind, he's playing some 50-something snaps on offense, which is a majority, and he's playing 20 to 30 snaps on defense, which is not the majority. But I wonder, Austin, if that's starting to change. Tony Baselli, on our Action News Jacks this morning when we had him live last week, he said something that was pretty interesting. Now, he said it like playfully, but he said something that I think was pretty interesting as part of the brass and overseeing this. When I watch him on offense, man, I love him on offense, and I want him to have the ball in his hands. When I watch him on defense, I'm like, man, we need him on defense more.
Yeah.
That's good. First of all, they're impressed. But when you say that, and then on Rich Eisen yesterday, Liam Coen, do you have the bite?
Yeah.
Liam Coen said this about the snaps.
You know, all of us in the media, we're trying to get you to put a number here. Do you have a number? Do you have a number, like a sweet spot number for the number of snaps you can get out of him week 1 and then maybe work him in later in the season? Do you have?
Yeah, I think if
does one exist?
It's a hard number to probably come up. If you're saying you're going to play 65 to 75 snaps on offense, let's call it, right? Yeah. And, you know, if he's playing 80% of those snaps or so, you know, and then similar, you know, defensively, and you look at trying to be able to match that number as much as possible.
Okay.
You know, it's sure. Ultimately for him, it's really going to come down to, like, you know, offensively and defensively. We've done more offense because that was where more of the development was necessary, right? So much more naturally to just go walk out in the field and play corner. Like, that's what he's done. He can go do that very similarly. Now there's a lot of checks, there's a lot of calls, there's a lot of different things that go to that. But offensively, we felt like there was a little bit more development that was necessary, and it's a lot more ball, right? Just a lot more scheme and words and calls. And so he has done his every single day, Rich, is completely packed from the moment that he arrives to the moment he leaves.
All right, so there
80%.
The 80% thing is what gets you. Now, listen, I don't want to stick. These are tough things to answer for Coen. He's not going to be stuck on a number, I don't think. But when he says that, again, just the idea of him saying that is more than I think they envisioned at the outset. So what does that say? He's impressed them. His ability to handle it physically and mentally, things that we talked about yesterday. And now I wonder how much the last part of this comes into play, the need.
Like, can you keep him off the field? Like, he said 65 snaps. Let's go with 65 snaps a game on offense and defense. That's 130 snaps.
That's
80% of 100. What's that?
That ain't happening.
Well, no, he's not going to play. No, 130 total.
For the whole team?
65 snaps on offense is what you get in the NFL about.
Right.
65 snaps, therefore, on defense, on average, what you get. 130 snaps in an NFL game. Now, AI just told me there's 153 combined, but some of that's probably special teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So 130 snaps in an NFL game, 80% is 104. So if he did go to 80%, I've got 70 to 80 in my mind.
Okay.
I think that's what they had probably in their plan, in their mind. If you go to 80% and you get there, well, now you're at 104. And while that might not seem like a huge amount, that could be as many as 30 more plays than you probably thought he would play. Most of that, I think, coming on the defensive end. So, not in the sand. Let's be sure about that. I just think, Austin, in the last week, Baselli and Coen have now said a couple of things that showcase to me he's probably going to play more plays than they first thought he was going to play.
Yeah, that's fair, because I think he's in better shape than anybody ever, because that's the biggest thing. It's not the mental part. I think he's a smart guy who loves the game of football. Like, he'll get that regardless. It's, can he sustain the workload? And I think they're very surprised in this hot heat what he's been able to do. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think he's exceeding expectations in terms of how many reps he's going to get a game.
I remember we had this conversation, I think the day after we drafted him, how many snaps, and then I think I brought up Brian Thomas Jr. didn't get to 80% of his snaps until week 9 of last year.
Oh,
wow. So he was at between 55. He had one game at 55, but he was in between 70 and 75% each of the 8 weeks. So even him as a rookie with no, obviously, other side of the football, no injury concerns whatsoever, no stamina concerns whatsoever, was still not playing 80%. Now, can you blame Doug and Press and say, yeah, I mean, they didn't feature him as much as we want? Yeah, obviously, right? But he was still on the, he doesn't have to be on the field to be, or he doesn't need to be featured to be on the field.
Yeah.
And he still wasn't at 80%. So I would be shocked if he's at 80% on either side of the ball in the first month.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I think that's a logical play on your part. I actually think there's a better chance it happens in the first month. Buster Brown, who knows if he's available? Where are you banged up? Depending on where you get there, you might need him more in the first month. And by the way, he's more fresh in the first month.
I get it, but to me, it seems like 65 even still on offense in the first month.
Yeah,
I think
he's your number 2 wide receiver, man. He's running out there like almost every snap.
I get it. So was BTJ. I mean, week 1 last year was your number 2 receiver, and he was between 70 and 75%.
Yeah. Listen, let's be careful to do this. And I really, this is the disclaimer that Pepsi didn't do.
But
this is, I'm not sticking him on the 80%. All right? I know he said 80%. I think we got to be, if he plays 75%, Hamby, that's more than probably initially planned, is my point. 75% of 130 is, let me do the math real quick.
43?
97 and a half. The difference between 75% and 80% is literally 6.5 snaps.
Yeah.
Okay? So, that's my point. It's just more. If 130 snaps in the game and you had planned on making, you had planned on him playing 75, that's let's say 62%. Let's see if I'm right. That's under 62%. So, again, that's 60% of the overall snaps.
But can we also keep in mind, too, guys, not every receiver plays 100% in the NFL.
They don't.
Guys run go routes, get tired, they come off for 4 or 5 plays. This is really common. Jay Jettas does it. Jamar Chase does it. If they have a long run or a long catch, they're going to come off the game a little bit. That's standard. That's how it works.
I wonder how, I don't know what, I think that's a good comp that Hamby had on Brian Thomas Jr. You obviously want him on the field a lot.
Of course.
Even if it's from a decoy standpoint or whatever else standpoint. So he's going to play quite a bit. But anyway, I just think there's evidence now in the last week from these guys saying this was initially a 60% of the overall snaps in a game, and it's probably a lot higher than that.
We'll have to do a wager of exact percentage on both offense and defense before week 1 against Carolina.
That'd be a good wager. That'd actually be a good weekly wager.
Mm-hmm.
Casey, put it in the game. We got, I think that, I think it could play. That's going to be fascinating. And here's the deal. I think it's going to be vastly different well, not vastly, but I do think it's different each time. Like when you're up, like I've said, if you're up 2 scores, you get them out of there.
It's the game flow.
Right.
Yep.
Let's welcome Liv to the table. Back from Jags practice. Liv's list, First Florida Credit Union.
Here we go.
You got anything for us?
Yeah, you want to talk training camp for Liv's list? That where the flow we're gonna go? Oh, whoa! This camera.
Wide shot.
Wide shot.
Liv, did you just go play tennis
or golf?
Or golf?
Is that the vibe I'm getting?
Little bit. Color coordinating.
I would say that's a tennis vibe all day. Maybe golf vibe. Yeah.
I think golf. You know, like and
you do
Mother's
have the
Day tournament.
You do have the Ocean Club hat on.
Oh, I didn't even see the shoes too. Good for you, Liv.
Thank you, guys.
Pink shoes as well, matching everybody. For those
There
who
we
can
go.
see. Okay, yep, get them in the picture.
I'm
there.
trying to get him in. It's very awkward positioning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there we go.
So what did we see at camp?
Well.
Did you just break something, Hamby?
Yep, I feel like I'm having a seizure.
Are we okay?
There we go. We're back. Liv, you don't have headphones on.
I don't have headphones.
Yeah,
I have no idea what's going
there was a
on.
giant ringing, like I was wearing hearing aids, and
it was. Yeah. Something happened there.
Okay.
That was probably it might have been Liv when she was.
No, that was definitely me.
That was Hamby.
My
Come on.
shoes.
I needed to switch something to get this camera.
Oh, now we're this way. We back? Everyone's good?
Hell
Everyone
yeah.
can hear?
I'm back now. I was like scanners, Brent.
All right, Liv, what you got from camp today?
Yeah, not a good day for the offense today. I will say that.
That's
kind
good
of
news.
messy, slow, sluggish. Both Liam and Trevor said it at the podium today, and it was very noticeable when you were out there on the field. So, yeah, not a good day to be on the offensive side. But defense really showed up. Jordan Lewis, another great, play of the day for Jordan Lewis. Like that guy.
Like it was a good pick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, smooth. It was so smooth. You just saw he read it like no problem and just went straight to the fan, straight to the end zone. So, love that guy.
He's been good.
Yeah.
Liv, out of curiosity, you said the offense's worst day, and Trevor and Liam referred to this as well. What was the energy then? Like, was there yelling? Was there frustration from Liam Coen's part?
You could definitely read, I tended to look back to Liam and Grant. They were both definitely, visibly, yelling. It wasn't as crazy as, Coach Campanile, how he gets.
Yeah.
Those I feel like those defensive guys really get in it.
Obviously, Liv, we're a little chaotic.
These
we're a little
guys
crazy.
are the nice cop has a little attitude now.
Okay,
kind of a
gotcha.
deal. So I would always look back, and there was definitely the hands, and I always like watching Liam and Grant when the quarterbacks go up, because you can see them. They're like, all right, throw it.
Yeah.
It was one of those days where it was just they kept saying
Get
go,
rid of it,
go,
get rid
yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Yep.
and it was slow. It was slow out there today for
Gotcha.
sure.
A bad day for Jags offense. That's the overall camp is over for the fans, right?
Yeah, no more fans. Last day. They loved. Travis Hunter. This was our first time, I think, seeing Travis Hunter really ping pong between defense and offense.
Okay.
It was back and forth, and it was my head almost I had
Wait a minute.
whiplash.
So, describe that as more like he wasn't switching jerseys.
So he had the white what's it called, I don't know how to say it. Penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would just throw that over his teal jersey. So
Oh,
he
so
came
he
out
did
in a
have that.
teal jersey.
Oh, so this is the first time we've seen this.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty significant.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't see
was-
that rolling around social media, but
Yeah, it's a Liv exclusive, Brent.
this is Liv.
You didn't
This
know?
is Liv's list.
Yeah.
This is me. Yeah, it was hard to keep up, to be honest. I was like, because once you see him in teal during team drills, you're like, oh, he's going to be a wide receiver today. But then, if you weren't looking, I feel like you kind of missed it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait a second. I'm like, that looks off, because, there's a teal jersey on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, even I think Coen said, he was getting a little tired. And to hear someone say, Travis Hunter's getting tired, I think that's the first time we've ever heard that.
That's pretty significant. We saw this Friday night, right, where he switches over, and that was going to be kind of the jumping off point of him now going on a more regular basis, is what we've been saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it is pretty significant to see him now go, how they're going to do that with even, okay, you don't have to switch jerseys, just throw this jersey on, but the back and forth. Now, he's been working with coaches when they go to a special teams thing, but this seems a little different. This is where he was literally maybe doing a bit more, and we're going to continue to see that and put more on his plate to do that. They must feel he's ready.
Yeah.
Because that was one, and I don't know how much Liam talked about Travis today, but that was, I think they wanted to see how he handled this Friday night in the scrimmage, and he had like 38 snaps, 21 on defense, and they must have come away thinking, okay, we can start to do this now in practice, because he's been begging them to do it. Coen said it on the Eisen show. I shared a quote from Graziano yesterday. He's basically been tugging at Coen, like, hey, let me go over there.
Yeah.
And like, no, dude, we got a plan. Got a plan. Well, the plan now has evolved.
Yeah.
Maybe to that point. So.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. Trevor, of course, we're waiting on the news of if guys are playing. They're not giving it up yet.
Yeah.
Trevor basically just said what every player says.
Yep.
That
he'll be ready.
Be ready to go if they call my name.
Yeah.
Gamesmanship, Brent. Gamesmanship there. Can't be letting the Steelers know about it anytime soon, you know?
All right. Anything fun out of there? Did you see John Gruden?
I did. Saw Gruden, obviously Tom Coughlin was out there again today. Liam spoke about it. He's like, yeah, it's always good seeing Tom. I grew up a Patriots fan, though, so he broke my heart a couple times. But yeah, it was good. And he loved seeing Gruden. It was just felt like a good bromance basically out there when they were all dabbing each other up and talking on the sidelines and all that. And Gruden, of course, was out on the field as well.
Was he as animated as he is on TV, just like watching practice?
Yeah, I mean, I caught him a glimpse every once in a while, but yeah, I mean, you definitely saw him get into it a little bit.
Did you talk to him or not? Did you
I didn't
something?
talk to him. No. He was surrounded by people.
I'm curious, like, if you said hi to him, he would go, hey, how you doing, man?
I know.
Say, well, how's it going, man? Like, to live?
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what, man. Like, or miss, whatever. But
yeah. Does he change it now?
Yeah, does he change it?
What's up, miss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would do it.
No, I didn't go up to him. I let him have his time with more important people.
I wonder how helpful that can be, or if you kind of like, I wonder if a coach like Coen, right? He's got all these guys, especially like older coaches, Coughlin.
Yeah.
And now Gruden's not old, but he's not young.
Yeah.
And it's like, does he like having him out there, watching him do his thing? Or is it more like
peer pressure?
This is my territory.
I feel like it's a little, I feel like there's pressure. I mean, but I'm sure like he's to the point now, he's not going to like give me advice. He's just there to enjoy. Right? Like, do you think?
Well, no, I think you bring those guys in and you've been there here a little bit. I'll tell you, I mean, I don't know what Coughlin was saying the other day, but he certainly wasn't saying, hey, did you have a good practice? It was more like, it was more like inside.
Why the hell did we do it? Okay.
Yeah, he's going to offer. But again, that's good. Like, you want that stuff. I'm not saying he doesn't want it. Don't take it the wrong way. But it's also kind of a weird spot because there are generational gaps there of how things are done now. Like, Tom Coughlin can't go to a practice in most places in the NFL and be like,
walk on the field and
and say like, oh, this is well done. They used to do two-a-days.
Yeah.
Like, they used to put stuff like, this is like country club.
Yeah.
Right? You can't walk on a field and be like, oh, wow, look at, they're getting after it.
Yeah.
And so automatically, Coughlin must be like,
where are the Oklahoma drills? I was promised Oklahoma drills.
Now, I don't know about Gruden in that way, but with both of them, I'm sure they can talk offense.
Sure.
That's one thing, right?
Yeah.
You talk offense, talk physicality, talk those kind of things that Liam Coen believes in too.
Can the Jaguars get like Travis Hunter? Do you know who Koi Pirike is or whatever from Minnesota? Big Ten. Yeah, of course you wouldn't know him. Why? No. I mean, because it's the Big Ten. It just means less. But he's a wide receiver and a corner.
Okay.
He's been going through training camp there. So they put him in a jersey where it's half. Like it's a jersey.
Oh, you mean, I'm sorry, college, Minnesota.
Yeah, college.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Not the Vikings. Yeah, college. And so it's half like.
They did the half one.
It's half. Give Travis Hunter like half teal, half white.
I've been saying that since day one. I was like, why not just do that?
Sure.
Get the pennies out of here.
Well, they might start. I doubt they do it because they probably don't want to bring that much attention to it.
Oh, Brent, it's entertainment now.
It is entertainment.
Come on now.
I would. They probably haven't done it because they just started doing it this way. If today was probably like one of the first days outside of the scrimmage. What's fascinating to me about your Minnesota guy, because Florida State has a guy like this, is really now, are we going to just start hearing about the guys that are doing this? It's been going on, or they're just going to be a lot more of them?
It's going to be a lot more.
And we said that. We brought it up last week on the show. It's not necessarily do the players want to do it. The players have capability to do it. I think what the Jags brass is actually doing here is saying, hey, you can train for this and make it to the league. If this works with Hunter, you're going to see other teams around the league draft it and encourage it and put their arms around it. We're setting a blueprint for it. Well, if that's a way to get to the league, well, then more colleges will now be willing to also promote that. Do more of it. Because in today's day and age, you've got to do that. Hey, make me happy. Not just with the NIL money,
but I want to do this.
But we also talked about it too, Brent, where I think some players are going to want to do it, so college is going to use that as a recruiting tool. Be like, well, you can go to Alabama and play one position,
That's right.
or you can
Or
come play
here.
for me, and you can play both sides.
That's right.
Yeah.
They probably do that in high school currently around here.
Probably.
They probably do. All right, Liv's List, presented by First Florida Credit Union. Thanks for stopping by, Liv.
Yeah, for
Good luck
sure.
in your golf and tennis match.
Yeah. We're going to be looking a lot different tomorrow, Austin.
Oh, yeah, Liv's. You guys set the scene a little bit?
What?
Should we preview this?
Are you going to
What are
talk
we doing?
about it?
Oh, you want to talk about it? No surprise?
All right, we'll be surprised. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Cool. Just put out there a little bit. I don't know.
All right, we're going to
What people
sweat
can
for
expect.
science.
Yeah, we're going to sweat for science tomorrow.
Sweat for science.
So Liv Tassley and myself will be out there covering the Jaguars, as you know. Sometimes I do. She's always out there, and we'll be wearing full sweatsuit, like a
joggers,
a jumpsuit, essentially.
hoodies.
Yeah,
You wearing a
joggers,
cotton
hoodies.
hoodie?
Yeah, Liv, I'll have a cotton hoodie.
You do?
Okay, it's going to be 100% cotton. It's going to be
100%.
not breathable. It's going to be black, so it's going to attract the sun, and we're going to sweat.
This
we're
is
going
going
to
to be a good show of who passes out first.
I'm going to be so because I'm so excited right now. 10 minutes into this, I'm going to be so pissed off at Liv and be like, what were you thinking?
Why
I
did
can already
we
see
do
it.
this?
Yeah.
It's just so because all coaches do it.
Correct.
It's just wild to me. That,
Yeah.
like they're wearing cotton, non-breathable
Yep.
hoodies, and like I was even speaking to Kai, the Jags team reporter, and I was like, "Why?" She's like, "It's literally our winter gear that they're wearing out there."
Yeah.
Like you get like a package of stuff.
Because being a player for this team wasn't hard enough. Now I get to go back out there and do it again, Brent,
Yeah.
rocking a full sweatsuit. So
It's
I
like
can't
wrestling.
wait. It's like wrestling. Now I'm going to know how Aspen feels in the summertime when she goes to the beach.
Listen, she's out there having a great time.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
This segment presented by Dr. Kaplan tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's the one that's going to scoop you guys up.
I did give
Either that or Ferg out there training.
I gave Ferg a heads up. I'm like, hey, just to let you know, Austin and I are going to be in full on cotton hoodies and joggers, and he's like, I'll be sure to keep an eye on you.
Are you allowed to drink water?
Pedialytes, maybe.
All right, we'll be back. Full hour to go here. We'll take you until 1 o'clock. Brent and Austin Show. Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Kinetico reverse osmosis system with the purchase of a Kinetico Premier softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Kinetico water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Kinetico dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Man, so this story, for those of you, and Hamby, by the way, before we get into this, did you know anything that was going on?
Not one thing.
Not one thing, yeah?
Nope.
So, same here. Denzel Perryman, I mean, obviously a pretty high caliber football player, captain, Los Angeles Chargers, has spent, I believe it's 4 or 5 days in jail. Now, the question is, what did he do? Something serious? Supposedly, he was going to a gun range with a bunch, with some pistols and a few rifles.
Yeah, I think he had an AR.
And he had an AR. And now he had permits for everything. Correct? I'm just making sure I'm getting the story right.
That's what I saw.
Correct. But one of the guns, the assault rifle, I guess, is outlawed in California.
Right.
So when he got pulled over, and I believe it's not like a felony, there's like no priors, right? So he gets pulled over, they see the rifle in his car, they take immediate reaction, throw him in jail, and I guess it was over the weekend, so he had to sit in jail for like 3 or 4 days. Meanwhile, the great coach that Jim Harbaugh has after practice would go like hang out with him in jail.
Huh.
Yeah. Now, he's just been released. He's back at practice, and 0 charges are coming from it. So didn't get charged for anything, just, you know, a nice...
But a few day little vacation.
A nice 4-day Airbnb, you know?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. In a pretty, probably, I'm sure, uncomfortable bed with some minimal ideal food.
How good is he these days?
I still think he's pretty solid,
Pretty
yeah.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's a wild
crazy,
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty interesting. All right, Casey Kurtz, you joining the show or what? What we got? Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Jason Hamby.
You're not recycling topics? Is that dead already?
I kind of did it early today.
Oh.
I jumped the noon horn early and then got late again.
Nice. Good job.
I never know when people show up if they actually want to be on the show. So I was like, hey, Liv's sitting in here. Does she want to be on the show?
Yeah.
So let me get this
It's
straight.
just like Cheers, Brent.
Yeah.
People come, people go.
So you yell at people for not communicating, and then you didn't communicate. Is what I'm hearing.
No, this is a Liv didn't communicate.
Spicy.
Well, you
so like Liv could easily say like I'm in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
So like if you want to throw Liv under the bus here, I'll help you. But like
No,
you
I'm
could be
looking for
like,
you.
hey, I'm coming into the studio. Do you want me to
could've.
sit in?
She could have.
Like that's a simple text.
But also,
like, I do get texts during the show.
But like also when Austin was talking, you could have been like,
I could have.
you didn't do that.
Yeah.
So really, you're both at fault.
Oh, you'll find a way to.
Am I
fault
at
me.
fault? Am I good? I'm good,
You
right?
did your
I'm
part,
sure.
I assume. Did he know you were going to be here today?
You did know I was going to be here today, Brent. Well, yeah. I mean, I contributed to the group chat.
There you go.
Absolutely, he did. Yeah.
Then you.
Did we get to any of it other than that?
I just won, and that was like it was like a 5-second thing. So I'm like, okay, well, what do we mean?
Hey, wait a minute! You started the show with you started
That
the
was your
show
thing?
with a grievance.
The thing that just happened.
Yeah, yeah.
You started the show with a grievance.
Well, yeah, because
On the convenience
because you came in. Hey, we got anything? And I'm just like, I mean, I sent you 3, but you want me to? And then I just freestyle like I always do.
Yeah, that's what we like.
Yeah, freestyle.
Coke or
where it's at.
Pepsi?
Does Pepsi still exist?
Oh, it's still a thing, man. Yeah,
Coke for sure.
Coca.
How about Dr. Pepper?
Oh,
Yes or no?
Yes.
ooh. Yeah, it's too strong flavors for me. Casey, you know, obviously we always bring our great ideas to you, and then you can shoot them down. How do you feel about this one? You know how like you have like sneakers, then there's like a exclusive release of them, so you get 100.
Sure.
How about Coca-Cola comes out with a limited release of Coke from McDonald's, but they bottle it, so it's like a Coke McDonald's exclusive.
I think they would sell out of it. I don't think it
Of
would
course.
taste the same because when the time you take it from the tap and then put it in the bottle,
Sure,
you'd probably ruin
But
it.
They
You could
can't
probably-
replicate it. There's no way.
you can do it like at your facility, couldn't you?
Well, by the way, guys, it doesn't matter if it tastes the same. It's a branding.
It's the branding thing, but also I feel like
Yeah.
you could do it. Yeah,
No, it would
like-
sell out instantly.
yeah,
It'll
Instantly,
sell
right?
out, but it wouldn't last.
we got.
It would not taste any different. I agree. I think it would taste like normal Coke. Like I don't
Who
think you
cares?
would bottle that
yeah.
moment.
I think it's a good
if you
idea.
will.
Do you think? Do you like McDonald's Coke?
I don't get it.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you get? High C?
No.
Hey,
No.
Hey, when
I'm
I
an
was a
adult,
kid-
Hamby.
Oh wow! When I was a
Juice
kid, High
box.
C was. Dude, you guys don't sleep on the High C. No, the High C is delicious.
I don't think you're a tea guy, are you?
Oh, I'm a huge tea guy.
Oh, okay.
Are you really?
Iced
yes.
tea?
Yeah,
Like-
sweet tea.
Are you a sweet tea guy?
No, I can't.
I know.
Sorry, Casey, I can't stand sweet tea.
Well, that's fine.
It's pointless.
It's
because
not like I
here's-
can't stand it, but
It's-
I
wait,
don't.
wait,
Rick.
no,
I don't
I-
ever. order it.
pointless?
I despise it. Yeah,
Like it
'cause
has
here's
to
my
be
philosophy.
delivered to me. And
For
that's
as
the only
much
option.
sugar that goes into sweet tea, I better be getting more of a flavor explosion. You get nothing. You just get sugar water.
Huh?
So you're telling me that
Like if I add a cup of sugar to something,
Sure.
it better taste like Kool-Aid. It better be like, this is like, yeah, this is sugar. I can taste it.
that's not how that works.
It
Kool-Aid
should work
also
like
has
that.
flavor.
I
like
know,
a
that's what I'm
flavor
saying.
packet.
There is no flavor in sweet tea. It's just like
tastes like
sugar-
tea.
It tastes like sugar water.
No, it does not. There's a distinct have unsweet tea and tell me there's not flavor there. It's
I love unsweet tea. Delicious.
Huh? No shot.
Iced tea?
Bro, you're fried.
Bro,
I'm fried because I like iced tea without sugar in it.
that comes out of
Okay, you got me. I guess this is it. Hey, I'm dying on the hill, Brent.
yeah, you old.
Unsweet tea?
Don't like sugar in my tea. Oh, here he goes. See ya.
so you would go to a place and order unsweet tea?
I mean, to be fair, I'm not like a big caffeine dude, but if I was gonna order
Tea.
a tea, yeah, it's gonna be unsweetened for sure. Iced, unsweetened tea.
So where are you at on like hot tea?
It's okay. But like in Jacksonville right now, probably wouldn't get it.
Of course
'cause it's
not.
toasty, so I'd get iced tea.
But
Like,
in Wisconsin
here's the thing.
or something?
Like if I ever need like a little pick me up, which is very rare, but like say I'm going to a gas station, I'd get like a Cura Leaf or whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the unsweetened iced tea.
Okay.
0 sugar. Yeah. Tastes good. It's refreshing.
Yeah, like I like hot tea. I don't drink the iced tea, but I also like coffee, and I don't drink iced coffee.
Yeah.
And again, sweet tea, like it's just not something I ask for. You'd have to be at, sometimes you're at an event or something like that, and that's what they're serving.
Yeah.
It's either that or water. That's the only time I get it.
It's so bad.
But like I actually have always felt like I don't like I'm not a sweet tea guy because I'm just not from the South.
No, same here.
Right? So like it's not, if I grew up on it, I'd probably order it more often. But
when there was this restaurant in Murray, I went to college called Martha's. Go to Martha's for the first time, and like one of my teammates got like sweet tea because he's from the South, right? So we get sweet tea, and I didn't know they did this. They bring out like if you're at like an IHOP or a Waffle House, like the syrup dispensers. It's that, but it's just like just sugar syrup, and you pour the sugar syrup in the sweet tea to make it more sweet. Have you seen this?
I've had this happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Pointless because once again, if I'm going to add that much sugar to something, I need a better flavor profile. I do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hear you what you're saying.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like high C.
High C.
Like that actually tastes like...
I sip high C. I'm like, there's a lot of sugar in here, but you know what? It tastes good. Yeah,
I totally get what you're saying.
Sweet tea, it's like, there's a lot of sugar in here and water.
Yeah, I agree. I actually really feel you there.
Yeah.
Like, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Sorry. Everyone in the South's offended, and I don't care.
Well, you shouldn't be offended.
I feel like the guy from Men in Black when he asked for the sugar. That's what he was drinking in Men in Black when he's like, water, sugar water, and then it's a sweet tea he's drinking. But you've never seen Men in Black, I'm sure, so you don't know
really
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've seen Men in Black.
Have you?
Yeah,
I don't believe
I'm more locked into.
Hey, Brent, who's in Men in Black?
Just looking
Will
at your
Smith.
face, I think.
Okay,
you're lying.
no, he said Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I mean, he's got it. He's got it.
I got it.
Men in Black, not Man in Black.
Wait, who's the other Man in Black?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Oh, Brent.
See, this is what I'm saying. He's
a
pulling
legend.
it off as a scam. He doesn't know. He's never seen it.
That's a good point.
You know stuff that Will Smith is in.
I
forgot Will Smith had the soundtrack. Here come the men in. That's what he's referring to. Was a huge fan of the song. Never saw the movie. Yep. Busted.
No, it's not a huge fan.
Was playing the song nonstop. Will Smith. I'm sure he's got the Will Smith albums. Welcome to Miami. Yep.
What do y'all think about the people that like know the soundtracks of movies better than the movies, and they're like, "Oh, I love that soundtrack. Oh, I love that."
I don't know how people
That
know
does
that
happen.
crap.
It happens all the time. Yeah. Or like people that want to say like
What's the best movie soundtrack
of all time.
People will say, I
give me
think
some time,
Interstellar. I think a lot of people.
Interstellar.
Hans Zimmer. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Hans Zimmer's
Hans
pretty
Zimmer.
goated.
I mean, Hans Zimmer's goated.
He's one of the only ones I could name.
You know Hans Zimmer? Okay.
Inception. Oh yeah, guys, a real who's who in movie soundtrack atmospheres.
He's a composer.
I feel like I've
if
heard
you
the
know-
name on a composer, probably watching an award show or something.
Yeah.
I feel like the same people that like know Hans Zimmer and like are a fan of him are the same people that are adulting at Disney quite frequently.
Text Nick in the daytime. Bro's a known Disney adulter. He might know Hans Zimmer.
He might.
Wait,
You might be right there. Like, I don't know.
So
I
are
don't know
you
the
wait?
correlation.
Are you calling us dorks because we know who Hans Zimmer is? Is that what we're getting at?
No.
What are
Also,
you
you hate
saying?
going to Disney.
I do. Yeah.
I'm saying the people that like.
Oh, that hate soundtracks.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, what do you said something? You try to compare Hans Zimmer to Disney. So get me there, please.
The people that the adults that love to go to Disney all the time.
Yes.
The Disney adults.
Okay.
Those are the same people that are like, I'm a fan of Hans Zimmer. I'll listen to him by myself on Spotify.
You would not.
I've listened to Hans Zimmer. I've listened to the Inception soundtrack before.
In your car driving?
Just chilling at home. And I've also listened to like the Social Network with Atticus Rose and Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, because it won a Grammy for like best soundtrack. It's cool. It's just this ambiance. Like if I'm like
Ambiance.
whatever, dude. I'm not gonna explain myself. I'm not
Why do
gonna
you
take you
get-
through my daily routine.
Why do you give a crap about ambiance?
Because sometimes I journal, sometimes I write things down. Just kind of chill, vibe
Are you
out.
like a no quiet? Like you don't like quiet guy?
Yeah.
So you usually have
Maybe.
something
Hans
on.
Zimmer
at some
looks a
point?
little bit like Mike Malarkey when you look at him quick.
That's crazy.
He
man.
does. He does. No, that's funny because he said that. I'm like, before he even said it, that's Mike Malarkey. Then I'm like, no, wait, no, it's not. That was crazy. Brent, that's a nice pull. Brent's Googling Hans Zimmer.
No, that's Apple Music, dog. You gotta play something.
I'm gonna get him on my. I'm gonna listen to this and see how I enjoy the day.
Play it right now,
Put
Brent.
the Inception soundtrack on there.
You ever seen Inception?
I think Austin's that. He's like, you got to see Inception. I don't think I have.
No, it's good.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. We're on the same page here. If you've seen it, you're gonna remember it.
Yeah, then I haven't.
Okay, then it's not like I can't. Now, did I see it? What happened in that one? No, like either you've seen it, Inception, and it changed your life, or you haven't seen it.
Sure, I haven't seen it.
No, because it changes your life, man. It's crazy.
When did it come out?
Oh man,
Like
Years
way
and
back,
years.
right?
yeah.
Not
20 years ago.
Wait, what?
I don't know,
It had to be like 2010s, right?
I think
15
so.
years.
I guess it is 15.
Boy, Hans Zimmer does a lot of stuff.
That's crazy, isn't it? I feel old now. Yeah, Hans
Zimmer's like the goat of
he's
composers.
The guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy. Yeah.
The only one that I've ever, I think I brought this up before, that I've said the soundtrack of note that I've even would know where it came from, that I've used is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Sure.
And I think we've talked about this recently, actually, right?
Mhm.
Because like when we were doing some, like, I feel like this was in Albany, where we would do like some, whether it was a story, like a long form story, we use some of the soundtrack because there's some good stuff.
It's good stuff.
It's good, like dramatic, like all different kinds.
You should throw it on at the house.
Want to hear something crazy?
You'll start walking around like Jack Sparrow.
But actually, people rave about that soundtrack.
Yeah, yeah. It's
like
good.
that's where the only soundtrack I've really heard mentioned a lot is that one. But that's just because I've firsthand heard it and used it.
You want to know something crazy? Brent's talking about that soundtrack. I've never seen any of the movies.
Never seen the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Never.
I've never seen it either. That won't surprise you.
You just know the, okay.
I just know the soundtrack.
I got you.
and I've ridden the ride at Disney.
Yep.
Hamby, there you go.
Sorry, Casey. I feel like I just disappointed you a little bit. I
mean,
to let you down.
It's pretty decent. I'm not saying watch all 17 of them.
Well, I heard they get worse as it goes on.
Yeah, lock into like the first 3.
I'm good.
It's kind of like the show.
Guys being pirates, we're good. Nice. What hour are we in here, Theon?
Did you figure out the second Men in Black yet?
No, I won't ever.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Are you serious?
Have you heard of him?
Look
Yeah,
up
yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
That's not who I had in my mind, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who'd you have in mind? Just throw it out there.
I didn't.
Just describe a human that you
That's
thought
not
was
where
the
you were
second Men in
going.
Black.
Channing Tatum.
That's Tommy Lee Jones.
I thought it was.
that's Tommy Lee Jones.
You don't know Tommy Lee Jones either?
I know. I'm looking at him. I've seen a lot of his movies.
Guys,
Yeah, he's super famous.
I didn't know his name.
Very famous.
Very famous.
Casey, play a game, please. I'm about to lose it.
Do you got those pictures in?
I do.
Just put one up.
I mean, if we're going to disrespect Tommy Lee Jones now on this show, I don't know what else to tell y'all. I'm trying my
He
best.
kind of
here to
looks like the woman,
say it.
the small little woman in.
The small little woman. choose your next words carefully because the guy was in No Country for Old Men.
It's
one of the best movies of all time.
I've
But
seen
go ahead.
that.
Brent's back.
He kind
Brent's
of.
back.
He kind of looks like the small little woman in Incredibles.
Yo, that's crazy work. You talking about Edna Mode, bro? That's crazy work.
Doesn't he?
Brent, did you like No Country for Old Men? By
Yeah, I
the way?
like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was
Brent,
good.
that's Brent Martineau.
That was a
approved.
recommendation.
Yeah,
And I delivered.
You seen The Incredibles?
No.
actually really good. It's good.
The Incredibles?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an animated like family movie, but it's good. All right. Casey, game.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
I love how literally a 20-minute conversation resulted in everyone being disappointed with each other. Like, I'm disappointed in Brent for Tommy Lee Jones. You're disappointed in me because the Pirates of the Caribbean and I listen to movie soundtracks just chilling.
Yep.
Hamby's always
Don't forget the
disappointed.
freaking unsweet tea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a
that's-
debacle.
Yeah, it's whatever.
All right, Hamby, I don't care what you start with. Just put one of them up.
All right, here's.
I'm really mad about how the reference game went last time, so we're doing it again. I hope you guys don't get a single one right.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Basketball.
I like this game.
You're starting with basketball?
That's Dwight Howard.
Why did?
I mean, give us a chance. I couldn't even.
I mean, the guy that put him up, like he's had, how long's he had these?
Dude's been.
About 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, he's been Googling the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, what player played for the.
I think he's been Googling Incredibles and
for
Tommy
somebody
Lee
who
Jones.
doesn't want to talk about basketball ever on this show, you should
You
get
put
these
somebody
answers
from
quickly.
2005 to 2015. I'm gonna beat you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dwight Howard was an easy one.
It was pretty easy.
That was the gimmick.
Okay,
Right.
so, yep. So basically.
Hey, I got one. Does Dwight Howard have a, where is he on the great, good
good
career?
question.
Well, those are his stats.
Oh, that's why we got him up.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Uh,
Now he's in the big three. Forget about that.
disappointing.
Say it
Really
again. Like you said,
great,
great.
good, disappointing. Like I don't know what the next.
I mean, he was.
What do you characterize? it?
He had years of greatness. He really did because he was considered the best center in the NBA for a couple of years. I would
Well, look,
say
he was in the MVP voting
MVP
like 6 years in
5,
a row.
4, 4, 2, 7.
Yeah, so I'll put him in the great category. Obviously, never won one by himself, but yeah, I think he was a great center. Yeah.
Really?
And obviously, I mean, I think he won a couple dunk contests too, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. He jumped over the car.
Like
Superman.
Hall of Fame, good.
No. Well, oh yeah, he just got in, I think.
He just went.
Yes.
I thought I saw that recently, so that would be great.
Just because like in his style of play, you know, like we don't see that anymore. Like he was a true center.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays, like, centers are stepping out to the 3-point line and everything. Like, he was more of just like the down low blocks defense kind of guy.
So that's the problem with the later end of the career. It couldn't. The game changed.
The game just evolved. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, number 2.
It's NBA again? Okay.
But you go to the Hall of Fame quick after your NBA career.
I guess so.
True.
All right, so this is NBA.
This is NBA, yeah. That's where they shoot threes.
Knicks. A lot of time with the Knicks. Sacramento, and then Houston.
One of those minutes a game? Yeah, minutes a game.
Yep, we're back to sucking again, Brent.
Gosh, he didn't didn't exactly light it up.
No. So,
how do you last this long in the NBA when you only have 8 points a game as your career high?
That's his career. I'm so lost in all these numbers. I don't even know where to start.
Points per
Jeremy
game.
Lin.
Yeah,
it's not Jeremy Lin.
Oh, good call. That's
that was 2010.
Why don't you look at the years? Maybe
94 though.
I don't know what the hell day it is. Forget about what year Jeremy.
I mean,
Lin
Casey,
played.
how are we supposed to know a guy who came into the league averaging 3.9 and 1.6 points a game? Like, I mean, obviously this is
played for the Knicks for a while.
Popular dude.
I thought Brent would get this.
Nah, because 04. This is
before my time.
This is a Brent gimmick.
Okay.
Since I think you guys are interviewing him coming up. I saw his name on a whiteboard in the sports office.
Should we bring Marcel Robinson here? I don't.
Charlie Ward.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's good. What the hell's on our whiteboard? Charlie Ward's actually going to be in Palatka this week, tomorrow.
There you go.
Charlie Ward now coaching.
Yes. FAMU.
FAMU.
So that was a setup for that.
Are we giving Brent the point there, or since you had his hand, right?
I didn't
Okay,
get that.
good.
But by the way, I didn't realize Charlie Ward played that long in the NBA.
It appears so.
You could have gave me 100 guesses. I'm never getting
It's
that.
kind of crazy that you can survive that long. Like, you wouldn't survive this long in the NBA now, right? If you only get that many points a game.
I mean,
probably. Yeah, was he assist guy?
It was just okay.
I think the only way you survive, Brent, is if you got like great defense.
Yeah,
you know, and
that's what I was actually going for. Like, I was trying to think of like
a lockdown defender
that you lock. Who's the lockdown guy now? The attitude guy.
TJ McConnell.
No, well, I know, but I was thinking. Dang it!
Oh,
Beverly.
Dylan Brooks.
Patrick Beverly.
That's who I was thinking.
Gotcha.
Someone like that
Mm-hmm.
could put up these kind of numbers.
That's fair.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Football.
All right, thank God. The dude that Derek Marks.
How in the world?
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, he's right.
Okay,
That's really good, man. Don't be.
I mean, Casey, but what do you want? Either we take 20 minutes to get, a guy average like 4 minutes, or 4 points a game in the NBA, or it's a Senderic Marks to get it right away. Which one do you want?
Boy, Senderic Marks was a good signing here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'll never forget when he got his bonus.
Oh man, I've got this great video.
Yeah,
Ty, was 14? That would have been.
Yeah.
It's on like Thursday Night Football or something. I think against the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And he sacks the quarterback, and Ty's like, Ty's 9 years old, so he looks like he's like 4. And he's dancing in the living room, and he's doing the money dance.
Yep.
It's like he was getting the money for Senderic. It's like Senderic didn't even give him an autograph.
We need to do like, where is he now, Brent, on Senderic Marks, man?
I heard he was in Texas.
Okay.
I thought at last check.
Okay.
I got it. The guys like Patrick and Dave kept in touch with him a little bit too, and I thought somebody updated me that he might own something. I don't know. He'd be a fun one to get back on the show.
Oh, without a doubt.
Did we have him on
You get
ESPN 690 one year? Remember the one year we did, I think it was the 20th year of the Jags, or 25th year, we got all the Jags on that summer.
I can't remember if he was on there, though,
I'm pretty
or
sure
not.
he came on, or maybe we just tried, but I thought he came on.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I made fun of when he had his Lamborghini. Because I'm like, dude, you're way too big for a Lamborghini.
I'd like to know how his golf game is. He picked up golf and got really into golf late in his Jacksonville career. Good dude.
All right, so Derek Marks. What we got next?
Yeah, get this one. Bombs.
Seattle Jacks. Seattle Jacks.
Wait, the top one's the Chargers?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just throw a G in there for no reason. I mean,
yeah, I don't wonder why.
San Diego?
I mean, okay, but as D, I think we'll be all right.
Everyone has 3.
Okay, I got it. Sorry.
Oof, this is a tough one. It's a tight end, Austin.
Okay, I was trying to.
It's got to be a tight end.
Oh, okay.
It's not Parmley.
He won the Super Bowl with Seattle, by the way.
It's a tight end?
I don't know. I was just thinking it was a tight end. Let's look at the minimal catches.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right.
And the yards per catch kind of fit that. But, I mean, it
won
a Super Bowl with Seattle.
Won a Super Bowl with Seattle.
I feel like I can picture him, too. Longer hair? White dude?
Yeah.
I can't. I can picture. I can't even like describe. Like he's a white dude with long hair. Get it?
He's like Trent Irwin now.
Used to cover this team. Get it, Brent?
I feel like, Brent, you would have came up with some goofiness on TV coming off a dude that won the Super Bowl coming to Jacksonville.
I could draw you a caricature of him, but I can't get the name.
I should be able to help on this. I'm just blanking on a.
He was a receiver, not a tight end.
Oh, then maybe I don't.
But your description is.
Is he a tall receiver?
Doesn't sound like it. If
No?
he had white,
Okay, then
if
maybe
he was a
not.
white guy with long hair,
I might be thinking
seems like
something
it would
different.
fit the shorter
Yeah.
mold.
Good golfer.
Yeah.
Hamby?
This guy got mad at me too.
Really?
Did he block you?
What?
I like this even more.
Mike K loved this guy when he covered the Jags. Mike K. I know
Mike K cover the Jags? Oh no, I'm thinking. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
I'd see his lockers, right
Okay.
where like ETN's locker is now.
Wow.
Son of a gun! I
got
can't get his
nothing.
name either.
That he remembers.
I don't know what else to help you with here.
Nah,
Yeah.
I just don't feel it's
Let's
like
just
not
take
on the
the
tip
L, I
of my
guess.
tongue. Damn it! Why can't I think of his name? I feel like I just talked about him last.
This is what I wanted from the game, by the way. Frustration.
I feel like I'm going to hear the name be frustrated with this.
Oh no, we know what the name. It's. All right, just give it to us. It's too late.
Do you want the initials?
Give an initial.
You see if it works for me. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't.
BW.
Yeah, Brian Walters.
Yes.
Damn it! That did work.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So Walters.
That's what I was. Yeah. That's
Walters. 1 year, I think the Jags were struggling.
Really?
This is how the storybook goes.
You don't say.
1 year, the Jags were struggling. And I think, like, I tweeted, I was like live tweeting the game.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure I said something to the effect of, and now Brian Walters can't catch a pass or something.
Yeah.
And
He got word of
he
it?
did not like that.
Well, I mean, look at the stats, my guy. Didn't really help him win.
But he was a good guy.
Good guy.
It was
No,
weird.
good
It
guy.
was kind of like a weird thing that people were like, oh yeah, he's kind of pissed. Like he never really said anything to me, but people are like reported back that yeah, he's pissed at you.
Well, you think Brent was worried about it? Nah.
Well, nah, I
got bigger fish to
I was like,
fry.
yeah, I probably. I think it was like can't catch. He saw the can't catch part. It was very similar to the Odrick part when it was around that same time where Odrick jumped off sides, and I said,
Yeah.
hey, for the 100th time this year, Jared Odrick jumps off sides.
Well, and
he didn't like that either.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he was probably like screen, like he would type in his name to see what people are saying
Oh,
about
yeah,
him.
yeah.
That's logic.
More guys do that than you think.
Oh, I believe it.
And yet you still do those type of tweets like, and now so-and-so drops the ball. That's one of your classics.
Vintage Brent.
I didn't think I really did anything wrong there.
And now the
Call it like you
Jags
see it,
lose
Brent.
again. All right, what do we got, Hamby?
Let me pull this one up.
Kansas City.
Womack?
No.
Is this Davis?
No.
No.
Jack's 5 years. Ended career in 21 with the Jags. Bowman?
And
No.
couple
Was there a
touchdowns.
tight end? Bowman? Does that make sense?
I have no idea, but it's not Bowman, whoever Bowman is.
Nah, you know what? I'm thinking of the guy that went back to the Kansas City and actually still might be playing or went to Kansas City. Tight end.
Is that Tyler Davis?
No, that was Blake Bell.
Yeah, that was Bell.
Bell.
This is not who that is, but
Yeah,
that's who you're
I think
thinking
I was
of.
kind of thinking of that.
Man, dude had a run here in Jacksonville.
I'm surprised you guys. I meant to get rid of the position and I didn't. I thought that would give it
2020
away.
Manhurts.
No.
Nah, he didn't come from Kansas City.
Carolina.
2020, he played for Urban. Urban brought in, well, he didn't bring him in, but he was still playing for Urban.
It's not Tim Tebow.
It's not Oshak.
Tebow wishes he had those lines.
Dude had some touchdowns in 2019.
Yeah, he did. Gosh, I bet the chat's getting
played in 5 games though.
I bet the chat is getting this one. I thought this one would be the super
the
fast
easy one. It probably should be 2020. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep saying Urban in 21, but he had the bigger year with Minshew in 20.
Yes,
which means he also that would have been like the Foles year 20, I think was. Damn it. He should not be hard.
It's not Koyak. Yeah, I have no idea.
Nah, it wouldn't be Koyak, obviously. Came over from Kansas City. He was here for 5 years. 5 years, tight end.
Yeah, I know.
Played, too. That's the thing.
Yeah. I
Getting
mean, we
old.
covered. I mean, even when we had the old.
Come on, this is your heyday in high school, Hamby. Help out.
Come on, Hamby.
I threw all my guesses.
Mr. NBA out there. All right. Brent, we take another L?
No, don't take another.
My brain is mush.
Hamby, who did you say that it wasn't?
Koyak, Womack, or Oshak. Not
It's one of them?
O'Shaughnessy.
It's not O'Shaughnessy?
Oh, James O'Shaughnessy? I said O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy was a New England guy.
You're telling me it's not James O'Shaughnessy?
O'Shaughnessy was the first person I thought of, and I immediately wrote it off.
Is that who it is?
That's who it is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's weird.
Huh.
I thought he had come from New England and then went back to New England.
No. That's
You're looking at it, right?
Yeah.
James O'Shaughnessy played for the New England Patriots at one time.
So he was on the practice squad
of
the New England Patriots in 2017.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was only an off-season practice squad member. So I get it. Yeah, you wouldn't count that.
O'Shaughnessy, yeah, he was here for a while.
He was.
Was never officially part of a roster in the Patriots.
That's a good one.
Was also with the Bears and Vikings for practice squad.
I really did not know that he had those 2 seasons with. I don't remember those Kansas City years. I feel like I thought he was with New England for like a couple of years in my mind. Maybe I remember that's. He was hey, listen, 17. I feel like that 17 season he made some big catches for them.
He's now a scouting assistant for the Chicago Bears.
How about that?
Yeah.
Go work, guys.
Fifth round pick out of.
Hey, those were good. Those are tough ones.
Now I like this game a lot.
Baseball.
Rough one.
All right,
Hey, is the chat killing us right now for not getting that? Because they probably should. Like,
No, not really.
really? I should have got that one.
Chat's right with this. Like, we don't know who this guy is.
All right, baseball.
Holy.
Oh man.
This one's for Hamby. Baseball, there's one that I
Martin
think.
Prado.
No, good guess though. I think I put one for like each person basically that should be able to lead the way here.
Nice.
This one's Hamby's, but I mean,
Couple good years early in.
Feel free to chime in. Anybody else? Yeah.
Early in Atlanta, played every game.
Vancouver.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Dang it.
that's good.
Why are you mad? He got it.
That was my second guess.
Took him to. Hey, but you're okay. It's okay, man.
I didn't realize
That was
Jeff
still good.
Francoeur played for all these teams.
I would
until
not have
figured
gotten
it out.
that one. I
Yeah,
can
he was
tell you
a
that.
journeyman after us.
Yep. It appears that way. Now he's on Fox.
Yeah, well, he's with the Braves. He's the Braves color guy.
Is he not doing Fox anymore?
Well, he was.
He's doing both.
Braves. Now he's mostly Fox. So we got Nick Kowski.
He had 2 100 RBI seasons.
He was decent.
Yeah, no, I actually thought his numbers would be better than this
I
because I
mean,
remember the name really well.
I want to let you know.
The arm.
One time, if you played 155 games and your WAR is almost -2, they should have pulled you along.
Yeah, well, war wasn't a thing then.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Am I right, guys?
Oh man, what a mess.
All right, here we go.
Kansas City. This one's for you,
This is
Austin.
Austin inspired.
This is a picture.
That's Alex
No.
Gordon. No, it's not.
That is not Alex
That's
Gordon.
Lorenzo Kane.
Holy cow!
Can I see what? I mean, I'm just looking at. I need to learn how to read these things a little better.
That is
Well, listen,
Lorenzo
you
Kane.
guessed them pretty quick too.
I know.
Lorenzo Kane with a 7 WAR in 2015, by the way.
Really,
I don't know
Lorenzo Kane? That's all he hit home run wise.
He didn't hit a lot of balls.
Nah, played
Obviously.
great defense though.
Nice call, Hamby.
He
Won the
did
World
have it.
Series
That
with
was
the
that
Royals.
World Series run. He was really good.
Yep. That was a good one, Hamby. Well done.
That was legit.
I didn't know he played that long either. Kind of disappeared after that World Series. It feels like.
Good career though, overall. All right, this one's Brent inspired. Last one.
Red Sox to the Mets. Oh, this is the 90s.
This is for you, my guy.
Anderson.
Anderson.
Brady Anderson.
Oh, no.
He went to Baltimore.
He went to Baltimore.
Euclid?
Guy that went to the would have been a little too early for Euclid, I think.
Okay, yeah, true.
Guy that went to Anaheim.
Might want to look at the awards.
Oh, you won MVP?
No.
Or-
He was in the
finished-
MVP
yeah.
race.
What is okay?
No, nope. That means MVP 1 means you win the MVP.
Is there a one there?
1995, he won the MVP.
1995 MVP. Now I really should get this.
You really should.
Yep.
It's funny, just a name that I don't think he won the MVP that I wanted to say is like Mike Greenwell. It's not. Mo Vaughn.
Mo Vaughn.
He did have a big year.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Frequently visited the Foxy Lady too in Providence.
What's the Foxy Lady?
Mo Vaughn is a hilarious
Exactly
human, by
what
the
you
way.
were thinking.
Okay, I got you. Okay, fair. Okay.
Have you seen Mo? Do you know Mo Vaughn?
I know of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Mo
human.
Vaughn played, I think, college ball at Seton Hall.
Really?
Really?
Imagine that. Played Seton
Do
Hall.
they still have a baseball team?
I'm not sure they do. Providence doesn't anymore, and they did back in the day. Their program went defunct. What is he doing now? Do you have any idea? Mo Vaughn? Like you haven't seen him in.
He's around.
He is? Like good shape or big? Really
big.
Big.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Well, he was always kind of big.
He was kind of big, so you wonder.
Mo's always been big.
You think he just did CrossFit and got to be like?
Well, you got 2 ways to go in retirement.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
that usually.
I don't think he's like coaching or anything. I think he's just like. I've seen him on some Red Sox stuff.
He was a great Red Sox.
Yeah.
Fan favorite.
I didn't realize
guy.
he was MVP, to be honest, until I just did
That's a good reminder of it too. That was
a huge year.
That was a huge year, and actually had a couple of them
I
in a
want
row.
more NBA next time.
You want more NBA next time?
I bet you do.
They actually had 2 fun. If you really look at the over what I would say that was 1990 to whenever Big Papi retired.
Yeah.
2 really
I was
fun
gonna say, yeah.
personality first baseman.
Yeah.
Over a 25-year stretch.
He was Big Papi before Big Papi.
Yeah.
He set the table. He has a brother too. I think his name is Greg Vaughn.
Yeah, he played for the
Rays. I know. I think
he played for the Brewers.
The name sounds familiar.
Greg
Yeah.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he played. He was okay.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Mo Vaughn trivia here on the show.
How about that?
20 years after he was relevant.
That was good. I like it. Those are good pull. I like that game.
Not bad, Casey.
That's a
Not
fun
bad.
game.
Yeah.
I really feel like you should nail, like when you're in our world, you should nail that stuff. But I am not as good at that.
I really thought O'Shaughnessy was a layup. That's why.
Yeah, that's bad on our part. Like that's recent.
That almost seemed too easy, so I didn't go with it. I was searching for a better.
I'll tell you what, I had in my mind New England on O'Shaughnessy. Like I felt like he had either gone there before and after. I actually thought he ended up there again.
Yeah.
But I was wrong on
Practice squad. Well, he was there, just practice squad.
Yeah.
One time.
So I need tougher Braves. Is what I need for Hamby. Tougher Braves.
Or earlier
Tougher Braves and
I wonder how his
tougher
early
NBA
Braves.
players for him.
When were you watching the Brewers, like as a kid?
Oh, want to hear the truth? I was a diehard Mariners fan as a kid.
Which was
Griffey.
about what years? Griffey years?
Yeah, Griffey years, Joey Cora, A-Rod,
Brewers sucked.
Jay Jr. They were horrible.
Yeah. I mean, they had Robin Yount. That was it.
Yeah, like literally any kid in Wisconsin kind of despised the Brewers.
90s Mariners relief pitchers coming next week.
Get Ryan, not Ryan Nelson. That's Ryan
Jeff.
Nelson. Jeff Nelson. Yankees in Seattle. Keep that on your mind.
Okay.
That thing was nasty for a long time, that slider.
Known good guy.
Oh, yeah?
30 cards at a time, Jeff Nelson.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Big part of those Yankees teams.
Oh, yeah.
Big part.
Oh, yeah.
What? Hey,
No, I love how it's like a nickname for him, like
Yeah,
30 cards
30
at a time. I like that. That's funny.
No problem.
That's funny.
Known good guy.
You know, you're the amount of stuff that you retain that like nobody else would have in their brain.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm always fascinated with that. Like a lot of people even say I've got a lot of useless information.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not much of a useless information guy. Like that. Like
If you pulled his autograph up on the screen, I'd be like Jeff Nelson.
Yeah. Like,
That's
but I respect it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to criticize it. I'm like I respect the useless information folks that can get a lot of. I call it toilet trivia books, man. Like
there
probably
you go.
know those old books.
It's a good way to look at it. It's a great way to look at it, bro.
Probably the way.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get out of here, can we listen to this Devin Lloyd interview so I don't have to tease it again tomorrow?
Yes, please.
It's only like 3 minutes. But I thought there was a pretty, I want to see if you guys react or think this was pretty loud in the middle of it. And also, very noteworthy. I keep saying he, to me, is the guy that looked different than last year the most when you go out there. Well, I might be right. He's
By the time this season starts, he will have dropped close to 20 pounds.
Wow.
So here's a little bit of our conversation with Devin Lloyd.
You look like you're a different person almost compared to what you're playing at last year versus this year. How do you feel with it?
I feel great. The goal was to get back to kind of like my college speed, twitch, playing weight, I guess you could say. So back to that. Stamina is great. Still building up, playing football. There's only one way to get in football shape, but just as far as speed, twitch, overall athleticism, feel great.
What did you get to last year, and where are you now?
Yeah, I would hover anywhere from 50 to 55 last year. Anywhere from 38 to 40 this year. Want to play it around like 37. That's kind of the goal, just to be as lean as possible.
Was that hard to do?
It was just changing my diet. I have a chef now, and just really understanding and mastering the science of nutrition. Because it's one thing to say like, oh, I'm eating good, but like, do you really know what you're putting in your body? So that was a big thing, and then just running a lot more in the off season.
Do you feel like the Utah days, or do you feel faster and stronger now that you've got a few years under your belt? What does that look like to you, or feel like to you?
Oh man, I feel way better. It's the best I've ever felt, just from a strength standpoint, technique, and then just overall athleticism.
What do you think about this defense and how you fit into it?
I love it so far. Just everybody, playing as one is the biggest thing, and everybody doing their jobs. Us all playing on the same page is going to allow myself to make plays, it's going to allow Foye to make plays, it's going to allow everybody in the front seven and the back end to make plays. So, I love what we got going, and we got to continue just to keep building that.
I feel like there's always been this curiosity, the outside at least, like, hey, are they using Devin Lloyd the right way? And I'm not sure what the answer to that is. Have they used you the right way yet in your career?
I'm just looking forward to what we got going on this year, and I'm really excited about, what I see. The vision Coach Camp has for myself and for this defense, being a linebacker at heart. I'm not really too concerned about what's happened in the past, honestly. I'm just looking forward to the future.
I'll phrase it this way. Do you feel like they're using you the right way now?
Yes, yeah,
okay.
I do.
Fair enough. How about, you guys have a lot of good players on this defense, and I know you got to be hungry, right, based on what did occur last year, just statistically and some of those things. Do you feel that out here? Did you see it in the offseason?
Oh, yeah, everyone's hungry. Obviously, the players, coaches, we got younger coaches, they're hungry. Players feed off the coaches, but then players are hungry from last year, finishing 4-13, and then that just translates throughout the whole building. Equipment is hungry. We got our training staff is hungry. Everybody in the building is just ready to go out and just prove ourselves right, I guess you could say, and just be the best that we can be every day.
Yeah, is that a vibe thing? I mean, that's kind of somewhat maybe hard to explain, but you can feel it when you're in the walls.
You can definitely feel like the competitive juice all throughout the building. I guess you could say everybody is just ultra competitive and wants to win, and we're doing it in a healthy way, so that's the best thing.
What you got, Liv?
All right, we'll start with a fun one for you because you just were named to the top 10 NFL Madden list. How fun was that for you to see?
It's a blessing. It's cool, but I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied at all.
Yeah. I just talked to Anthony Campanile. I asked him about you and how versatile you were. Liam Coen talked about it in the offseason as well, saying, I love the guy. He's very versatile. We can't wait to plug and play him. How do you feel like that's working out for you?
I think it's great. I love Coach Camp. His vision, his care factor is really high for his players. Him being a linebacker hard is a great thing for me in the LB room. And, I'm just excited to see what he has cooking up for myself and the whole defense.
Yeah, he changed Walker up in Green Bay, right, at the linebacker position, having that linebacker background, having that come here and being your defensive coordinator. How is that? Do you feel like it's really clicking way more than it has in the past with other coaches?
Yeah, it's just a blessing having him in the building, just his football mind, his knowledge of the game, and the way he sees his linebackers playing. Obviously, like I said, care factor is high, so he really wants what's best for the players, and he's going to do everything it takes to get us to playing at our best. And so it's just been a blessing, and, I'm just excited to play with him.
Do you play Madden a lot?
Not anymore, really. Not anymore, really. I'm so locked in on film, and I really don't play too many video games.
Is it a conversation, like when the grades come out and all that stuff still, or it feels like it used to be? Is it as much? Or?
I wouldn't say it is as much, no, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you got to play with Devin Lloyd. I mean, he's obviously pretty good in the game.
Yeah, I know some guys on the team play, and they have, they say a lot of good things. So, but it's got to go up,
Okay. Thanks, man. Have a good year.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Devin Lloyd.
How do we open the show with that? That was great.
What is he top 10 in?
I tried to get his Madden rankings in linebacker.
For linebacker. Yeah.
Him and Foye are both in the top 10.
I can't believe that almost got bumped for Hans Zimmer and Tommy Lee Jones. That was great.
Yeah, pretty interesting, right? Obviously, didn't want to hammer last year's staff.
Yeah, I'm going to say this real quick. Out of college, he was highly touted. And it wasn't because he was undersized. He was known for being physical. I guarantee he gets to Jacksonville. It's like, hey, you can put some weight on you. And then look, this has to stop. The guy was productive in college, but by the way, I looked him up. Number 1 production scorer in all of college football in terms of linebackers that year. So he was doing something right. You bring him here, and it's like, all right, go and put some muscle on, add some weight. Why?
Maybe they unlock him.
What are we doing, Madden?
Casey's caught up on the man.
I'm not being dead serious, but okay, forget it. We got to go.
Best man soundtrack of all time, Casey. What year?
First and 10 training camp tonight, 11:15. CBS 47, Fox 30. Jeff Nelson. There it is.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. There are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242. You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing. Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Save 10% off any water heater, plus no trip charge. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. For a limited time, CGC is waiving the trip charge on all related plumbing calls. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game.